9-1. They're now 10-1, set for the final playoff round tonight in the last game of the round robin. Cathy in third, Heather Godberson have led the way for Team Alberta all week long in Regina. Very similar to the team's stellar effort at the Olympic trials and Canadians before this.
Both the last two times we were at the Scott, we felt that we played really well. So it's kind of going along how we were hoping it would. We've played this way most of the year, actually. We've been a really consistent team. We don't have too many really bad games as a team, so it's pretty well standard. You know, I'm not saying we're hot all the time, but I'm just saying we usually play pretty consistent.
Well, BC is beautiful. Ask Sue Garvey. She has a chance to make the Final Four. Mary Matatall, Halifax, Nova Scotia, they have a chance to play spoiler. We know Alberta will finish first. Ontario will finish second. The other two playoff spots are still up for grabs among four teams: Canada, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and New Brunswick. All the other teams, well, they're on the outside and looking in and trying to wind up with a little positive here as we enter this 17th draw in Regina. The key matchups, you bet. Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, as we say, winners in, losers out. Can BC stay at 5 losses? And what will Canada do? Sandra Schmerler, as she tries to defend here in Regina in the Scott Tournament of Hearts. Don't understand this. They told me February in Regina is always sunny and warm like the first 5 days. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Regina, TSN's continuing coverage of this 98th Scott Tournament of Hearts. Here we go into the 17th and final round-robin draw, and 3 teams remain alive for a possible playoff tie-breaking situation. Our key game, the one we'll follow, though, is New Brunswick against Saskatchewan. The loser, we know, is definitely out. And with more, let's join Linda and Ray. I'll have the window scraped for you guys.
Well, Ray, we are so fortunate. They have treated us well here all week in the Agridome, and located in a part of the Agridome is this lovely lounge where there's beautiful music, refreshments. We've had a wonderful time.
We're definitely spoiled, and that's for sure. And Victor, thank you very much, and possibly you could start the car up so it'll be warm when we get out there. Thank you.
And Vic, maybe you can come and enjoy the lounge if there are no tiebreakers tomorrow. But you know what? The only way that can happen is if BC loses. We have lots of scenarios to explain to you later, but just so that you know, BC came into today thinking they would fight for a tiebreaker. Depending on the other games tonight, BC can get 3rd place and have no tiebreaker, but there still could be a tiebreaker on the ice. So as I said, we will explain it all to you as we go.
And our feature game this evening is kind of an interesting one because Cathy Floyd won a game this morning that maybe that she shouldn't have won against the Yukon Northwest Territories and Kelly Kao. And this afternoon we saw Saskatchewan lose a game that maybe she should have won. So it's very, very interesting. The game tonight is very important to both teams, and so we should have a great game occurring for sure.
So Vic, come back inside from the cold.
Come on, Victor.
Maybe tomorrow a little red wine for you.
You can always throw the red wine on the windshield, help get rid of the frost. We're in the Agridome. It is the 17th and final round-robin draw. If you want to keep up to date on the season of champions, scores, standings, player profiles from here at the Scott or the Labatt Brier, maybe the Ford Worlds, the TSN web address is www.tsn.ca/curling. One of these teams will have a chance at the Final Four. We'll begin to find out who it might be when we come back.
You guys, it's going to show us the way.
Linda eats the same thing every weekday morning. Day after day, week after week. Toast is toast. Now Linda's eating Eggo waffles on weekdays. They're as quick as toast and a delicious change from the everyday. Kellogg's Eggo waffles. Lego your same old breakfast.
Nabob Coffee Company has harnessed the power of the volcano. You see, the nutrients in this volcanic ash enrich the nearby coffee fields and help grow the better beans for Nabob tradition. I'm here to select only those better beans that meet our high standards and give Nabob tradition coffee its better flavor and aroma. At Nabob, we get better beans. You get better coffee.
And he thinks he saved a bundle on the move. Yeah, right. Ugh. Next time, I'm calling Allied.
Thank you, Canada, for making Allied the biggest and best in the country.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Recent tests prove that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Viva, the hard-working towel.
Well, we're expecting a full house with both Canada and Saskatchewan, the teams from here in Regina, in really what for them are must-win situations. In our featured game, Saskatchewan, Trowell against New Brunswick, and Cathy Floyd is on sheet C. So let's read the ice now with Ray, brought to you by Star Choice.
Well, it will be a full house, Victor, and that can affect the ice a little bit because it's absolutely jammed in here. Now, around the center guards, it's sheet C, a center sheet, so there's not quite as much movement. We're looking at about 2 to 2.5. Around the corners, about 2.5, maybe to 3. There's no question I think it's going to be hot in here, and you're going to get some buildup of frost along the edges, so watch big time for the ice to change. It's particularly hard if you're drawing out there, then you have to come in off that frost. I think that offense beats defense, so I think you'll see some rocks in play, even from Saskatchewan in this game. Should be an interesting one, a must-win for both teams.
Saskatchewan and Cathy Trowell on the right.
Last game and
It's all in the line, ladies. Cathy Floyd is on the left out of the Thistle St. Andrews. In St. John, New Brunswick, Carrie Lynn Schikowski throws the lead stone for the Saskatchewan champions, Jane Arsenault for New Brunswick. Karen Daku is the second. Allison Franey, the 22-year-old rookie at a women's championship, is the second. Christy Lewis, bothered by nerves in the first few games, but not anymore, played very well. June Campbell for New Brunswick, and Cathy Trowell out of the Cali here in Regina goes against New Brunswick and Cathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John. Saskatchewan will be playing the Redstones, so they will have the hammer here in this first end of play. And to get us going now, the lead for New Brunswick is Jane Arsenault, appearing in her third national championship. And I would think, Linda Ray, that of the teams, New Brunswick, Cathy Floyd, we've seen her be a little bit more aggressive than Saskatchewan.
Well, her opening call, Linda, is for out in front, and so that is definitely an offensive play. It'll be interesting to see if they get it there, exactly what Cathy Trowell will do. This could be a fun game for us with two Cathys.
Yep. It's interesting how these two teams got here. Yes, they have 5-5 records, but Saskatchewan started out at 3-1. New Brunswick started out the week at 1-3, and they've made that flip-flop in the second half. New Brunswick have come back with 2 big wins against BC and the Territory, scoring 9 points in each. So I do think that they would be the more aggressive team in this particular match.
Well, this afternoon we saw Cathy Trowell play very, very defensively against Sue Garvey, and the only end where she did make a little bit of a switch was the end she got burnt, which was the 9th when she gave up a deuce. And she actually had a chance in that end to play it wide open too, Linda, because there was a hog rock, and she got into a little bit of a offensive play, and she ended up giving up 2. Could have given up 3 actually, but gave up 2. So I don't think she'll change her style much. Cathy Floyd has had some very interesting games through this week and has made some very, very big shots.
Jane Arsenault.
Let her girl.
Cathy saying, Trowell saying before the game, she's, you know, as much as she can, shaking it off. And that old line that you get sometimes, you know, if someone were to tell you, Linda, at the start of the week, you were playing in draw 17 for a chance to go to the playoffs, you'd be happy.
You take it for sure. And during the week, you're going to win some and you're going to lose some of the type that we saw earlier today, this afternoon against BC, where Saskatchewan had an unfortunate miss on their last rock and BC stole the win. But you're right, Vic, if you're here, you have a chance to make the playoffs. You just come out and throw those rocks and do your best.
So it's up and down here in the first.
It's really been a lot of fun here this week, and it's not over for us by any stretch of the imagination. We're right here till semifinals Saturday, but it's neat to be around. I've seen a lot of old friends. Harold Worth was here today, and people that I've curled against through the years, and it's really nice to be among people that have so much respect for this game. There's not a person in this building or in this city or in this province that doesn't have a great feeling for this game of curling, and it makes for such a relaxed kind of atmosphere everywhere you go, Linda. And I'm not saying that we don't get treated well everywhere else, we do, but we're not among so many people that are so knowledgeable about the game.
Good job. Good sweep, guys.
Pretty wide open end.
Karen Daku hangs it on the edge of the 12.
You can hold them there a mile. Mine,
Allison Franey.
New Brunswick not taking any chances, and I can see that. They don't have the hammer in this first end, but as I mentioned, I think they may be the one to make the first move if they get a big chance. Oh, but there is a big miss.
Nicely done.
I talked to Lois and Brian Fowler before this game, and
That's what I said. You can
Lois had one of those games that she'd like to forget. She's curled so well all week, and she just didn't come up very strong in the afternoon game, and lost her game, which would have kept her hopes alive a little bit. But she was saying that there's no question in her mind that the sheets B and C are straighter, especially in the center areas. And she got caught a little bit.
Karen Daku, as Saskatchewan tries to split the rings and then exchange stones. It's set up now with the miss for a possible 2.
No, I don't know.
Well, the wide open takeout can give Cathy Trowell a real nice jump on this game if she can pick up her deuce. Something must have happened out there. There was a lot of laughing and giggling about that particular draw.
June Campbell, Saskatchewan native, moves back in a few weeks. Her husband is transferred back to work in Regina.
Nice shot by June.
That's an excellent roll, trying to group the stones, set up a possible double, or maybe force Saskatchewan into a tougher hit.
It's pretty straight here.
Did you leave the car running, Vic, or are you just going to run out after 8 and start it up?
I'll just start it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
The weather was absolutely spectacular for the first 5 days, and again, we understand east and southeast of Regina, Estevan, Weyburn, towards Brandon, heavy snows, so we wish you all well.
So there's what I was talking about. Saskatchewan had to be a little careful hitting that stone, and they're grouped, and New Brunswick can try and get them both.
Double is there. Just playing the outside in shot. Out turn for June.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Nose hit will do it, right on the nose.
Drive it straight back and help out her team early. Caught them both.
Oh, nice shot. Touch shot.
Good sweeper, guys.
When it does come down to the big game, you're going to need these kind of shots. There was an early miss, and this is teamwork. The third comes back and makes the big double.
No, clean. No, no. Clean. No, Essie off.
Christy Lewis.
No.
She had a very big game this afternoon. She missed an unfortunate shot in 10, or nose hit a rock that she was trying to peel, but she certainly played very well this afternoon.
Well, we talk about draw weight a lot this evening. As Ray mentioned, with the frost creeping in, we'll watch the sides. The draw weight, 14 seconds between the hog line, may be a little slower when you get into the frost or have to break out of the frost into the center. The all-important guard at about 15.5. And if we're going to equate all the times, because New Brunswick uses back line to first hog to see if it needs sweeping, that's 3.65, hog to hog 14, hog to tee 24, and add those together and you get 27.65 for the full distance, back line to tee. You hear all the different systems, so if you hear numbers tonight, try and figure out what system they're using and if the draw they're throwing is going to be the perfect weight.
That's more to normal. Okay.
It's only been in the last, I'd suggest maybe, well, not even 5 years, we've seen the touchdown to or back line to tee, the quick hit to see how you're. In fact, do you think you will see more of that? I mean, it's become almost part of the game.
Well, the brushers certainly use it as a tool to help them know when, if they should be brushing or not. And I think you're going to see a lot more of it.
Now, there is the system where you can actually figure out down the ice exactly what the time should be. Now, that one's very complicated. You don't see many teams use that. But I think, as Ray said, any system where you find it's a tool both to communicate to each other the weight and to judge the sweeping in the case of the short interval, back line to first hog. It is a tool. You shouldn't depend on it entirely because ice conditions sometimes trick you a little bit. But it's a useful one, and I think a lot of teams will use them.
Just got to hang on to it, that's all. Because this will go right straight, throw it good.
A lot of people feel very good for Cathy Floyd. It's her first year of skipping, and here she is, in her 8th appearance, first as a skip, however, and doing very well. Has a chance to make it through to the Final Four.
Whoa, Dave. No. Okay, Kath. Little stumbling.
I don't want to pick it up too much.
So a chance to blank. Sorry, Moose.
No, that's okay. You can see by the ice they're giving that how straight it's running.
If we don't, we don't. Okay. Okay.
One of the things we talked about in the game against BC, Saskatchewan had some chances to blank, and some were made and some weren't. The only problem about the open style and trying to blank all the time, they left it quite late, and there was that nice 8th end that they had, but then maybe some mistakes in 9, and coming home, you just never know what's going to happen.
You heard Cathy Trowell say, let's get it first. If we force to take it, we will. If we can get the blank, we'll take that, and that's what they do get. Saskatchewan picks up the blank. They'll maintain control of the hammer in a must-win for both teams.
Good in.
She says she forgives you, but next time, she's calling Allied. Okay? Okay?
Thank you, Canada, for making Allied the biggest and best in the country.
I've been through good times and bad times in the market. The decisions and the advice I provide for my clients' RSPs are designed to protect their money. That's how I make my contribution.
Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment. Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Hey! It's the Ottawa game! Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
You don't choose to have an accident, but you can choose your repair center. More than 1 million Canadians have relied on AutoPro, the largest network of automotive professionals. AutoPro Collision, a courteous reception, professional repairs, qualified technicians, specialized equipment, and in addition to AutoPro's national warranty, take advantage of our deductible protection plan. AutoPro Collision, people you can trust.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Wouldn't putting your stars together with our 5-star rating be a bright thing to do?
Remember, kids in the back seat.
And buckle up.
Updating scores, and Ontario's Ann Merklinger tuning up for the playoffs with a jump on Quebec. 3-0 in the first. Interesting to note here now, of all the games, in all of these 3 games, the importance of Team Canada, Sandra Schmerler, our game, of course, where it's winner moves on, loser is out. And in the game, Nova Scotia against BC, where BC looks to win to stay alive, blanks. Say something?
Yes, normally the first end is a little more open, but I definitely think the pressure of the evening is going to say something about the approaches of the teams.
Well, this end is on, though. There's 2 rocks in the free guard zone area. Both the leads throwing their first stones short. And, Cathy Floyd playing a wide out turn come around.
On its own. Lot of room. On its own. Lot of room. 4.
We have to say hi to our fans from Engelfeld. They're high up in the bleachers. They sent down a hello to us. Now, both of you with your German backgrounds can tell me what Engelfeld means in German.
Engel is angel.
Feld is a forest or something like that, isn't it?
Wait.
I just know that you guys.
But where is Engelfeld?
It's I think it's not far from North Battleford.
Get the map.
Like I know, so I've got to believe it.
Well, I
don't know. You could say, I don't know. I believe you.
I don't know. Why do you always do that to me? There's about 3 places in Manitoba I can't even go to any longer.
Well, we're just gonna
Terry Lynn Schikowski. Uh-oh.
That's good.
Still behind cover, but it's behind the tee line, sitting back edge of the 8.
Want to try this way again?
They're talking about which way to approach this. They're coming around their own guard, which is probably a little easier. And the other thing is, even if you don't dead bury, if the ice isn't terribly swingy, you have to realize if the opponent wants to make a play in it, as long as you're in front of the tee line, theirs is going to go that much straighter.
Tee line, okay, let her finish then if it's tee. There it comes. Tee line, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Boy, not great finish, though. Look at how that straightens out.
The middle 2 sheets are a little bit, we saw some big movement this afternoon. And these 2 middle sheets are a little bit straighter. There's no question.
Just punch this back. Just give me back, 12.
That's why I would have left that one a little bit higher, because you know that Saskatchewan's going to have to play the extra weight to move that, and it is going to run a bit straighter.
Karen Daku here in the second.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. More than back line, hey? Whoa. Way more than back line? Yeah. Yeah. Can't get. Okay, that's all right. It's okay. That's not bad.
Cathy's going to switch to the intern draw this time. Both the stones are on that side of the sheet. The stone's sitting behind the tee line. So she'll come around and try and keep this, as Linda mentioned a moment ago, she'll try and keep this top of the 8-foot, even just biting the top of the 12-foot's a good shot, Linda. Getting a little bit of movement here, not big time, but it's closing now. It's a good-looking shot. That is a beautiful shot. She's got that half buried.
Yeah, I tell you what, I would...
so we should file that away. That intern looks like it may move a bit, Lou.
Ignore that other side now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's an excellent shot. You can see that Cathy's thinking about getting rid of those cards.
Yeah, I think she's got to run that back and get something off for sure.
3/4 of this one. Well, I don't know if we should do the run back or just the double peel.
Hey, Karen, you can do this. I don't know, I think I like the run back. I'm trying to hit the back one.
Okay. Okay. Just normal.
Decided on the run back, I think.
Yeah, looks like it.
Red onto the one in the top 12 and see if they can bounce some things around.
Well, we talked about this afternoon. You've got to have this shot in your bag. It's got to be part of your artillery.
Karen Daku, Chrissy Lewis, Carrie Lynn Chakowski.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Got them both. Pushed it in now to life 4.
But you got them off the
opens
front.
it up.
You got them off the front.
Now this will be an interesting call.
What do you like?
You don't often have the situation where you're sitting 4 trying to decide what to protect or...
She'll probably just play this. If we do that.
All I can tell you is that you can't stop everything here.
No.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
There are doubles, there are hits and rolls, and you can try and prevent some come-arounds and hits, but you can't protect everything.
It's gonna. I'm gonna end up. Where do you want? You want to be here? Yeah, that's good, Kath. Yeah. Let's play this turn.
She's going to play it up here. I might be tempted, Linda, to come here to this area right here.
Yeah, I'll try to throw it to you guys.
This particular draw is attempting to partially block the hole for the come-around, but also prevent the hit and roll off the stone top 8-foot.
I think it
could roll behind.
I think staring at this situation, if I was Cathy Trowell, I'd be drawn.
It's not bad.
I'm not going to get all those out of there.
Yep. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Huh? Well, I think she would probably is going to play the freeze anyway now.
I think she's going to hit.
Just take these ones.
I think she would have drawn if you left that one top 12, but it's come in so deep. You've tempted her.
Well, she can make the double and sit there. She can't make the double and get the roll, though.
I set mine back, so.
Christy Lewis as we play here in the second. Saskatchewan with the hammer after the blank in 1.
No! No!
fine. Good.
Work out that badly, huh? Lost a shooter, but at least got one rock out of there.
Wow.
Can you?
Yeah. It hasn't improved the situation much.
Got rid of a couple.
It was important for the shooter to stay, for New Brunswick to start to worry about it. The moment they can still play whatever they wanted, they could have played, come around a tap or the guard they're going back to.
Whereabouts? Where, though?
June Campbell.
Whoa, whoa, let her sit. Let her sit. Go behind, guys. Let her sit. Let her sit. Oh, shoot. Let her sit. Sit. Okay. Ah. All right.
It's not bad.
Linda, how difficult is this? When you're in a steal situation, you're usually trying to protect one. I mean, cripes, there isn't a red stone to be seen anywhere there, and this just isn't the usual way.
No, it's not. But remember, when you don't have the hammer, the main objective is to force the opponent to take one. You can't lose sight of that. Yes, you've got lots of rocks in the house and you'd like to steal, but they're not set up in a great position for a steal. You're just always thinking of your goal, put the pressure on. If they get one, okay, we go on to the next end with the hammer.
Well, what kind of way do you get a throw?
If I get to Skip's rocks, they'll put in a better position and really try for that steal.
Joe, what you threw last time?
Tough to focus.
So they're playing a takeout, and everybody has a different kind of weight for takeout weight. They call this one control. We call that normal hit.
Go hard.
So everybody's got their own system.
That's fine. Okay, that's all right. That's a good shot.
New Brunswick is still flying one back 8 foot.
Actually, just sit there. Even if you got a teeny inside roll, it's okay, but hitting on the nose
is fine.
Perfect, yeah.
Same weight. I'll throw control.
Yeah.
No, nose hits good. Yeah. Yeah. Control. This won't take off with control, eh?
You throwing control?
Yeah.
Straight up and it'll sit right there.
A nose hit, trying to block the front of the house.
Whoa. 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 No, never. No.
And we are right behind the sheet, and she put it outside. We'll see if it'll come up for her. Again, about normal hit. No.
And the jam will turn this end around.
Turn it around? That's an understatement. You're hitting to lie 5, and all of a sudden you're drawn to lie 2, and one's buried.
Sorry, June.
Okay, Kath, that's all right. I was thinking of calling sweep, but we really only could get a tick of it.
Well, I thought it was going to come up on us.
It's the same kind of thing that Lois Fowler was telling me she got caught on today when you're throwing the,
Is it going to come over that much?
you know, the light bumper weight control, if you want to call it control.
4.5?
Weight, they just aren't curling. They're running straighter so, on these 2 sheets. You know, so.
The rhythmic applause.
Okay,
here at the Agridome.
I'll take
Or
it back.
Saskatchewan skip.
Depends on what the line. Yeah.
Cathy Trowell.
Yeah. You know your weight. You threw it in practice. Yeah. Got a lot of ISO, don't I? No, I think you're fine, Kath. It moves here a bit. Well, it doesn't really move either way very much.
Just peeking in at the game between Manitoba and Team Canada. Manitoba with the hammer blanked the first. Lois Fowler of Brandon, Manitoba. Final stone for the Team Canada skip. Sandra Schmerler comes in with 4 losses. With a win tonight, can guarantee herself 3rd spot. Trying to close the hole. Just get it over the hog line.
Yeah, that hurt it. Whatever you think. It's all yours. Gotta be second
Team
shot.
Canada is lying one on the butt and covered.
Cathy Trowell with her draw to the tee line.
That's fine.
It'll go too far.
Is it good?
They swept it all the way. I mean, that's just strictly a judgment call. It's just strictly hammered that almost all the way. I don't understand
it. No, I don't either.
So we're 2 and 3. Yeah.
Huge part of this game is being able to judge the brushing.
I put my money on that one. We still can't play the run back. Let's play this. Yeah, I like that, Kath.
So down on top, corner freeze.
That's right.
Yep.
Coming around her own rock. I think the one at the top of the 12 foot is definitely second shot.
I think
That's
we're
why
2
she
and
doesn't
3.
want to worry about moving it at all.
That's
She
what
wants to
Tim
get by
says.
it cleanly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lois Fowler for Manitoba is getting ready for her final stone. Team Canada is lying shot stone on the button. She trying the run back here?
Run back, straight run back.
Schmerler in Canada trying that guard, trying to protect this run back. Hogged it, so this is what's left.
Okay, line's okay, guys.
Oh, she picked it off, jammed it, and now they'll take a look and see if it's 1 or 2.
Just talk to here, yeah. Make sure it's here.
It's 2. So she jammed it, killing one of her own, Fowler, and it's a steal of 2 for Canada.
Okay. Yep. Hurry. That's all right there. Okay.
They let that one die. Now they were waiting for it to curl, but you had to be sure it was
She was watching
shot.
her other game. I got to take that out, eh?
I don't know.
If I knows that.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that second shot there.
Actually, that's second and that's third.
And that's third up there.
I guess it is wide open.
This is the easiest shot. Okay. Control weight, got to get across the face, right?
Yeah, hit it on the nose for 2. You don't want to be hitting it on the outside, though. I can assure you that.
Now, again, is she to be worried as Cathy Floyd was with this shot?
Well, Linda felt that Cathy Floyd put hers back, and Linda may very well be right. But I do know that these, when you step the weight up on these 2 sheets, the middle sheets, they do run a little straighter. There's no question about that.
Nose it, stick around, we get 2.
Yeah.
Well, I got to park that first shot where it belongs.
Oh, yeah.
Up in the rafters somewhere.
Don't worry about that one.
No, but that's tight ice. Like you know.
Okay. Yep, you just throw it.
Yeah. Well, that's what you might have to do.
Okay, throw it good.
We're up a bit.
Final stone, and what a turnaround this would be from New Brunswick.
Whoa, clean in.
Line 5 to a possible deuce here for Saskatchewan. Straight through.
Nice throw, too.
And there it is. Saskatchewan gets a pair here in the second.
Okay, take a breath, guys.
They had one chance after the jam, and they made the most of it. Saskatchewan with the lead going to 3.
Back line, it was like a wall.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Toth. Hey, welcome to TSN Tonight. And I've got a question for you. Is anybody going to San Antonio? Well, that's exactly where the Toronto Raptors were going to take on the San Antonio Spurs. And we have got the highlights. Let's take a look. Pick it up in the second half. Tim Duncan takes the feed and throws it down. The Spurs by 9. The Raptors try to make it a game. Doug Christie goes to Marcus Camby for the reverse jam, and the Spurs still by 12. The Spurs are going to ice this thing, though. Tim Duncan, take a look. He's in the post, and a nice kiss off the window. 24 points for Duncan, and the Spurs would go on to win it. Final score in this one, 97-86. Toronto Raptors have now lost 6 straight on the road. Meantime, Toronto's other team on ice. The Maple Leafs lose to the Rangers 5-2. Big night for the Great One. Gretzky with 3 assists as John Muckler makes his debut as the new coach of the Rangers, and it was a bad day for the Toronto Blue Jays, too. They play their first exhibition game. They lose to Minnesota. The final score was 3-1.
They are our future. And by the time they leave here, they deserve to have known one special person.
One the need.
A person who teaches not just playing skills, but life skills like teamwork, fair play, and commitment.
2 the innovation.
A person trained by the 3M National Coaching Certification Program to give them a lasting positive experience through sport. Doesn't your child deserve a certified coach?
That's 3M innovation.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
All right, Linda, being the former teacher that you are, I'll let you give us our tie-breaking lesson.
Well, I promise I'd let you know. No tiebreaker, I said, if BC loses. Canada clearly gets third place, and then the winner of the New Brunswick-Saskatchewan game gets fourth. One tiebreaker if Canada wins, BC wins, and then BC plays, as I mentioned, the winner of New Brunswick or Saskatchewan. So that one is fairly clear. It gets a little more complicated when we have one tiebreaker with a BC win gaining third place because Canada can lose and drop back. And if Saskatchewan wins, those two teams play off in the tiebreaker, the winner to go on and meet BC in the playoffs. And another scenario has a draw for third place. If there's an unsolvable tie, Canada losing, BC winning, New Brunswick winning, we'll actually, after these games, have the teams go back on the ice, and all the players on the team will throw one draw. There will be a total distance of how close to the button they are measured between the 4 stones of the one team. And the closest to the button becomes the one that doesn't have to play the tiebreaker, and the other two go on the ice tomorrow morning at 9.
Can I stay after school for some help, please?
I told you it would be tough, but all we know is there may be one tiebreaker or there might be none. There won't be more tiebreakers. It's who plays who. That is the difficult situation, and Ray will explain it again.
No line.
A little bit later.
Okay, line's
You
coming.
get half
Yeah,
my fee
line's
for today,
set.
Linda.
Yeah, hurry. Hurry, get it close. Come on.
Saskatchewan gets the deuce in the second, and boy, did that turn around after the jam.
Yeah, Cathy Floyd had a great opportunity to really keep the pressure on there, and she just, I think you're probably right, Linda. She put it back and a little bit, but it did run very straight. And
No, throw control. Yeah.
we're going to see some rocks in play.
Saskatchewan went in with their first corner by New Brunswick. Now the center line guard wasn't put in the greatest of positions, and Jane Arsenault.
I don't think she was playing it short, was she, Linda? I thought she asked for Carrie Lynn to put it in the rings, and it just came up short.
I think it was a biter or in, yes.
Certainly not that long.
Okay.
Nice try by Jane. They were trying the little flip in behind their own guard.
Just control, Karen. Control.
Now, the one that you're going to have to explain to me is this draw to the button if we have 3 teams and we can't solve within the round robin. How does that draw work?
Well, you know why it's working, though, because one beat the other and the other beat the other, and so you can't.
No one is clearly ahead of the other
one. So,
but we don't. It's just one person going to draw to the button.
No, it's all 4 players, and you take the distance. If the first one draws, say, 2 feet away from the very center of the house, that's 2 feet.
Okay.
If the next one draws 3 feet away, we're now 5 feet.
Ask what's that? 2 and 3 is.
Sorry, I jumped in there too quickly.
5, yeah.
And if they don't make the rings, they give it 6 feet plus 1 inch, so they can assign every draw a number. You add up the totals, and the one closest gets third place, and the other 2 have to play. Do you remember why this has come about? Why they have gone to this system of solving the tie that you can't break by round-robin records?
Briar, Ottawa.
No, it was a Scott, wasn't
Partly, but Cathy Borst in 1995 in the Scott Tournament of Hearts, do you remember? There was a big tie just to rank teams, and she ended up playing something like 16 games, a whole bunch overnight and in the morning, and by the time the playoffs came, they felt that was an unfair disadvantage to have put somebody through that just to rank. You cannot be eliminated from any national event based on this kind of ranking system. It's only to put you into a position in the playoffs.
Okay.
We can try it.
Well, you got to remember, Linda, this is our third game
fine,
today,
Karen.
see, so you were just fresher and a little more. And that's,
no, it's a very confusing system, and that's why when the smoke clears at the end of this draw, we will keep reminding you, but we will totally explain what will be happening tomorrow. One tiebreaker or none, we will explain it all.
Karen Decker.
Tried the double, got the jam.
I guess the one really, if you're looking at this game as winner in, winner out, the one to also keep an eye on as well is BC Nova Scotia.
This is a golden you can't start at the bottom, Ray. This is a golden opportunity to get the rock right in this area here.
Thank you, Zorro.
You can't start down there. I just got to keep remembering that.
It's hard to throw from that other hack. The other team doesn't like that. Sometimes it's better if there's too many guards, but the other team doesn't like it.
Room.
Couple of wiseacres.
No, it's easy.
I've done it
when you're
before,
not doing
too.
it. Yeah. Allison Franey. As New Brunswick looks to get 2 back here in the third.
Yep. Okay.
It is interesting, Ray, and you're absolutely right about the ice. And what I'm finding interesting is the last game that we watched New Brunswick play, when they played BC, for example, they had lots of rocks in play. They did play it on a side sheet, and it is a little more conducive to their style of lots of rocks in play. Whereas this one, if you can't get completely buried, maybe Saskatchewan's open style will be a slight advantage.
How much weight do I have?
Just control.
That's a lot of weight, I think, for that. No, I know, but we'll just bring it down there on the center line there.
What's she taking note of?
Well, the comment was pretty clear. She said, I want less weight than that.
What is the center line a little different, Linda, for shots like that? Then?
It's straight. These sheets are running really straight. The minute you step your weight a little bit, we saw a lot more movement today.
I don't think she was scolding the player for throwing the wrong weight. I think she was making a point out loud to herself. We're going to have to play less weight to get it to curl.
Boy, is this ever hooking in? Look at this.
Sit. No. Beauty, good sweeping.
Very nice shot.
June Campbell.
Well, I think you got to do this.
June Campbell's made some good shots in this game. You got to remember, the last end, Saskatchewan was in huge trouble.
She made that double in one, remember?
Yes.
To get them out of some trouble?
She sure did.
Christy Lewis.
They've decided to try and take the end away from New Brunswick by sitting one right on top of shot rock. It's up to Christy to ensure she's not heavy, because we know it doesn't curl unless it's the perfect weight.
Whoa, just to it. Just to it. No.
Can't use a tap.
No. Okay.
That bounces off.
These are big opportunities for NB.
Think you got to throw that. Or that.
Light hack.
Well, you got to move it to here, so. Hey! Just a light.
So that's hack weight.
Yeah, I don't need much ice because it'll run like.
June Campbell in her second appearance at a national championship. Allison Franey, Jane Arsenault backing off. Has to come across the face a little bit.
Over, Jane. Over.
That's great curling, Dick.
Nice.
That is really good curling, I'm telling you. That young lady has, in the first end, she made the double that you guys pointed out. She made 2 big shots coming this way in absolutely perfect spots that she was asked to put them. She's made 2 super shots here.
What if I throw hack at it?
I want you to get.
Peeking into the game
Well,
between
that's why I'm
Nova
wondering
Scotia and
hack.
British Columbia as they play the third. Nova Scotia got 1 in the second. This is the final stone for the Nova Scotia skip, Mary Matatall, out of the Mayflower in Halifax. BC appears to be lying 1, back 4 foot.
Harder, guys.
Mary's trying to angle one over on top of that other stone, but it looks like this one's curling.
Well, I can't get both. There's no way I can get both. Yeah.
So now does BC get in there for a possible 2?
The other thing is to put one on top there, but let's try. Let's try hack, okay? Or do you want bumper? I think just hack, because I don't think we're going to get any movement otherwise.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay?
Yeah.
BC is wondering the same thing, Vic.
Just try and get it in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to. If we get by that guard real tight, I'd get up to full 4. Yeah. It's probably not, but.
I'm not sure the draw's there. There is, if you needed the point, there's a possible raise, I guess, but it's through a very tiny port.
You have to
and
just
it's very
paper
risky.
by that guard and hope it digs in really, curls in hard. I don't know. I'm not sure it's possible.
What we're doing is popping the back one. That's all. We can't.
I think we need any more weight.
In the top right, Cathy Trowell with her first rock of this end is going to try that same quiet tap.
We
but
could
hack
save
weight.
this end. Okay.
Full 4 for 2. Sue Garvey out of the Kamloops Curling Club here in the 3rd.
Close. Whoa. Whoa. No, right off. No.
And they won't get it by the guard. So it's a 1-1 tie. BC Nova Scotia.
Try to keep
Just
her.
put it right out here. Like that. Just enough. Yeah.
Cathy Floyd can come across the face a little bit, hit this just a little off the center. Coming across the face, should be lying 4 in very, very, very nice position.
Just nothing more than hack. Yeah.
On takeouts, she favors and has shot better with the out turn. This is the in turn.
Whoa. 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 No.
First stone for the New Brunswick skip here in 3. She has the hammer trailing 2-0.
It's a good looking shot.
Yeah, right there.
Boy, that late movement is terrific. Get across the face and punch it out.
Well, she talked about parking the first one in the last end where she missed the other hit. She certainly must have, because that was excellent.
Skate and roll here. They do double, then go back onto this one. Yeah. Okay. I think that's our best
There's no question that's your best shot.
inside. It'll go pretty straight. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get a lot of movement.
I'd rather hit and just roll right to here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of being...
I think we're good there. You got to hit and roll in. Okay?
Yeah.
Hitting this one here,
throw this in
trying to
practice.
roll right over into this section right here.
Yeah, it doesn't move a whole bunch.
I didn't think so either. It's still only going to give you like control weight.
Control weight. It's a third end. Nobody panic.
Okay. No, no, no. Close.
Desperately
close,
needs the roll.
Close. No, no, no.
Come on. Anything?
And talking to it doesn't help.
It is third shot, and New Brunswick will need to make a play on it.
That's number 3. Okay. I'll be on the right side of it this time. What'd she just have for ice? Did you notice?
This is straight, Cathy.
Yeah.
If you throw your out turn here, you should be good.
Take her right in the middle.
Yeah.
Cathy does have
For
a tendency
4.
to inside out it a little bit. She got caught the last end, and that's why she tightens the ice from what you might see from
Just
other
control.
players. So Vic, you're right, it is for 4.
Yeah.
Has to hit it on the center line side. Or on the nose, obviously. Just can't have it float out at all.
Whoa. No. Whoa, Jane.
No.
Whoa.
No, no.
Whoa.
No. Not at all, Jane.
And sit right there. Good shot by Cathy Floyd for 4. New Brunswick supporters, including Thelma and Gordon, Cathy's mom and dad. It's 4-2 New Brunswick.
I said it seems like the team came to play this evening.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries, deep-fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of myself, Mr. John A. MacDonald, Mr. Thomas Darcy McGee, and Miss Margaret McPhee from Charlottetown, we would certainly like to welcome each and every one of you to the Scott Tournament of Hearts next year in Charlottetown.
They are called the Confederation Players, and you can see them when you visit Charlottetown, the birthplace of Canada throughout the summer. But of course, next February, it's the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Charlottetown. And there's the number for ticket information as well as the web address. And we look forward to being in Charlottetown for the 99 Scott Tournament of Hearts, and our thanks to the Confederation Players. As we bring you up to date now on all the scores, and Ontario opened with 3, steal of 2, steal of 4 against Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec. Lois Fowler came back with a single in the third. Terrific 4 by New Brunswick in our featured game, and British Columbia failed to get in for their second point in a 1-1 tie. It really was a well-played end by New Brunswick to get that 4.
But you know, the interesting thing about the whole end is this, is that the first rock went in, the corner guard went up, then Carrie Lynn Tchaikovsky was asked to play tight to the rings, even to the face of her own stone. She throws it 1.5 foot over the hog line, which is a missed shot. From that point on, Vic, it was absolutely textbook what happened. A deep shot, a rock that runs straight, another come around, and then you saw the flips, the 2 little flops. I mean, it was a wonderfully executed end by New Brunswick. But it is, you know, Linda, from our clinic point of view, from our teaching point of view, it just shows exactly what can happen when you get the front rocks up, or they get up there by mistake in some case, and that's what started the whole darn thing over.
Nice double by Carrie Lynn. Had to catch the center line side of the first one, spun the other one back. Good shot.
Control. Yep.
The New Brunswick second, Allison Franey.
Right off.
But I have been very impressed with Cathy Floyd this game so far. In the last 2, as I mentioned, she really knows how to go on the offense.
Do I just take it off? Whichever, Kath, you call. Okay. Let her, yeah, let's get our grounds here.
Karen Dacker as we play the second stones here in the 4th. Saskatchewan with the hammer and down 4-2.
Right up, hard. Right up. That's good. That's good. A little bit. Yeah, there we go. Good shot.
That one will help bring the numbers up.
still sense that Trowell and Saskatchewan, Linda Ray, are going to be a little cautious about being aggressive. I mean, they just gave up 4, certainly. But you think it's wise to take their time trying to get back into it, or would you jump right back into the fray?
You might take an end if you feel, just to get some rhythm going again and get some confidence back. You hate getting up 4. It was just a well-executed in, as I mentioned, by New Brunswick.
We're only 2 down. Hey, that's a sign. You do that every game.
She was kind of hoping that it was yellow she was throwing because she'd looked at the scoreboard. Poor Karen, by the end of the week, you get a little tired. You just grab the wrong rock. That happens.
Well, this rock is behind the tee line, so Cathy Trowell has just decided to, just to get through an in, as you suggest, Vic. But she could draw the bat if she wanted.
That's good. Good sweep. Good job.
Play an end, and let's see what happens.
Well, when you look at June's numbers, 100%, they have been huge shots for her team, not just open hits. Remember, the double in the first end, and then we saw those 2 tremendous hack-weight flops. Take out in a little roll.
All the way up, all the way up. Hurry!
Arsenault and Franey, and a good brush to hold it and sit at full 12. So now they're going to come down on top, are they?
Decided to draw now.
I just find it a little, not odd, but the fact that early they had some chances to do this. Sometimes if you're going to play it through, you like to do it early, and then if you make your mistake, say you put up a corner and it doesn't quite work out, you still have some ways to still generate your 2. It's awfully late to begin it now on thirds rise.
No line. No line. We can use the backing, Kath. No line. No line. No, no, no line. No line. Okay.
Now when you're doing it in the house, and if it doesn't work out, often you're forced into taking just the 1.
Normal. Just normal.
June has that little hogline snatch. She's trying to make sure the hand is clearly visible as being off the handle at the hogline. She's pretty close.
And she hasn't missed a shot yet.
Tell you what, as I say, she's moving back to Regina, and she says it's too early to think about next year.
You can get across it, that's great.
If they're doing some, if you're looking for a player,
yes,
you might want to think about this lady in Regina.
Start your bidding now. Just watch this. She's taking her hand off. She just makes sure those officials on the hogline clearly see that that hand is off the handle.
Boy, I tell you, she's made some great shots in this game. As Linda mentioned, she made a double in the first end that would have given Saskatchewan a deuce had they exchanged stones. She got just 2 great shots in that last time when they got to 4. Cathy Floyd made a couple too.
Okay, that's good. Any roll? No, there it goes. That's fine.
Oh, I like to throw it in. That's pretty. Right on the edge. You like that peel weight that Mooney's throwing? I just scratched the ice. I just scratched the ice out there, guys. A little further out. There you are. Yep, you're there.
Just scratched it with her slider or something on the way down.
I guess so, yeah.
Just nice way we're down that straight spot, aren't we?
Building feeling is very alive today, and you have to be conscious when you're going and getting ready to throw your stone that you're kind of watching around and making sure it's quiet.
Cathy Floyd and her first here in the fourth.
Okay, Kath.
Allow
It's nice weight, but you got to throw it clean.
Saskatchewan to possibly get out of it.
I think we draw now, hey? We got to get to sometime.
I agree with Linda. I would play the
You
hit
like that?
this time and just try and blank this end.
Close.
You start over again next time. It's too late to try. I mean, you may get it too. You have to make the perfect freeze, but it's too late.
Checking in on the game between Nova Scotia and British Columbia as they play for final stone. Mary Madito, hold the shooter or roll too far. They'll have a look. Jan Wilson.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Angie
Chris,
Bryant.
I wanted to hit. I wanted to just clear it.
And it's one yellow.
Let it settle down a little
The shooter rolled too far, so a big single for British Columbia.
So you decide what you want to throw. We're fine with each.
Trying to stay alive for a possible tiebreaker, as Linda explained, could finish as high as third and avoid the tiebreakers altogether with the right combination. 2-1 BC.
Bang, bang, and bang, bang, and I'm picking something out. So maybe we should just hit it.
It's up
I
to
think
you.
you're right.
Let's just hit it.
Yeah.
I don't mind this. Clear end.
I totally understand. We just have to make some shots. We
Yeah,
gotta settle
exactly.
in.
Yeah. Just control weight.
Sticking's great.
Yeah, I definitely hit here. The next end, I would put up the corners, and I would go for it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Clean. Whoa. Clean in. Clean in.
Clean in?
Clean in. Yeah, clean in.
Good call and good shot.
That's good.
And you might get a freebie here, you know.
I just let
Cathy
it
Floyd
settle
rolls
down.
out.
I just
Whistle it through.
early in the game.
Sort of an up and down game so far for Cathy Floyd when you think about it, because she's had a couple of one jam and a couple of rollouts, and then a couple of terrific shots last end.
Yeah.
I like that hit, though.
Yeah, I don't mind the hit. We just gotta.
Start calling. We can call tough shots. We can make them.
Well, we just have to stop steering the rocks.
Yeah, but Karen banked both of her hits this time. And
Yeah,
like, let's
Karen,
just slow
yeah.
down. We can't play chicken.
No, that's right. Yeah, settle down.
Out of her hand, Arsenault. Franey. Trying not to give Saskatchewan the freebie.
Okay, Kath.
And so now the throw through for the blank.
Now the next end, as Linda was saying, no matter where Cathy Floyd puts her
Have
first
a little
stone,
trouble with those
throw up the
ones.
blank.
Okay, remember, guys. There's always a way. Yeah. Yeah. So clean.
Go to school, see how the ice runs down the edge of the four. And so the blank here in four means Saskatchewan holds on to the hammer. 4-2, New Brunswick leading when we come back for the fifth.
Introducing new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles, made waffle iron thick to stay fluffy on the inside while toasting up golden and crisp on the outside. Treat yourself to the real waffle iron taste of new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles. Waffle iron thick to toast up light and crispy every time.
Updating the game between Manitoba and Team Canada as they play in the fourth. 2-1. Sandra Schmerler leading. Final stone for the reigning Canadian World Olympic gold medal winner. To score 2 and 4 and now lead it 4-1. A win would give her 3rd place overall in this year's Scott. It's over between Ontario and Quebec. 9-1 the final. Anne Merklinger's 2-0. She'll finish 2nd in the round robin, finish with a record of 8-3. Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec. The rookie skip finishes at 3-8. And we showed you the steal of 1 by BC to lead Nova Scotia and Mary Matatall 2-1 as they play 5. New Brunswick lead is Jane Arsenault.
Whoa, whoa, no, lot of room. T-line. Where are we?
Well, a Canada win on that other game would certainly clear up the playoff picture, because that's the one that clouds it because of the fact that we could have that draw situation and a couple of other things. That if they go on to win, we can just concentrate on who will play the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
If there is
There's
one.
a tiebreaker.
Now, did this end start out as you suggested it might if you were Saskatchewan? What happened here?
Yeah, the first one came in, it was deep, the corner guard went up. A nice come around by New Brunswick to try and cut off the possible come around for Saskatchewan.
Whoa!
They're making a play on that stone that's top 12.
Gotta save the shooter, otherwise she'll peel the front one off on you. Good shot by Carrie Lynn.
I think we should hit that.
What do you like?
Let's hit it. Let's hit it and stick there. I know. but,
Saskatchewan has the hammer here in 5.
Save this one at all.
Right up,
It's
right up,
really
right up,
curling.
right up. I'm out of room.
Good sweeping.
And they hang it on the edge of the 12.
Let's go. This is great.
You
Yeah,
put it
let's
there,
put this there.
you now use it. That's actually what she's doing.
So the key will be, is the corner guard in the right place? Is there an opportunity to draw around it because of the ice?
Okay, room!
Karen Daku.
You need backing? We have room. No, we got room.
Over T-line, Cathy.
Okay, on its own. No, it's got to stay in front of the team. Yep. Front of the team.
In front of the team. Whoa.
It's good.
Pretty nice shot. She actually had a very little rotation on the handle, Linda. Otherwise, I think it even buries a little more.
So it looks like a corner
That's
is
not
exposed, but they're going to play the draw as opposed to trying to just pick it out. Has to be in front of it, even if it's not shot rock. It's not a bad shot.
Yep, line.
Allison Franey.
Okay, whoa.
We got lots of
Oh.
At least T-line, Cathy.
No, we can't bump.
It's right up to it.
Can't bump. Whoa. Sit.
Good shot, Allison.
All right.
This is a good chance for Cathy Trowell to play with back 12-foot weight.
Can you see that?
All of it.
Okay, I think you can get me back 4.
Yep.
Actually, about back 8.
Back 8.
Just come over, sit. Okay.
It's a key shot in this end, Linda, right here. This is the kind of shots that New Brunswick got there for. They made these little tap backs and flips.
Wait's pretty close.
Wait only.
Karen Daku.
Wait's close.
No, we got a long way to go. Stay close. Yes!
Now quickly, Schakowsky and Lewis across the face.
What a great looking shot.
Terrific shot by Karen Daku, who hit her nails all the way down.
In fairness to Cathy Trowell, it did act pretty funny. All of a sudden
did.
it went sideways and they almost lost it. Great shot by Karen Daku.
They just jumped on it right
you can see
there.
it just kind of started to go sideways. Sometimes when you have very little rotation, it's at the mercy of the ice surface and it may just caught something and slid sideways, but a very nice shot.
Well, another big shot for June. She's made some terrific ones, but she's got to sit this in front of the two Saskatchewan Rocks.
I don't think she's missed a shot yet. I haven't
Lot
seen
of
any,
room.
so.
No, not at all. Lot of room. Not at all. Line's good now. Line's good. Whoa, can't bump, guys.
It's on its own. Take it to the back one.
Yeah, you need to get it by the first one if you're...
Yep, get it up there. Good shot.
Wow, boy, she's made a lot of shots, hasn't she? I'm telling you.
Just sit here. Just sit here, Christy.
She has just made a bundle of shots. It's hard to beat a team when you get a member going like that, Linda. As you know, like that's what Jan Betker's done so often. You know, that's why she'll get on a roll like that where she doesn't miss anything. And then Sandra follows it up with her steady shot making.
Christy Lewis
guys, but we got no line.
trying to sit right down on top of it.
Yeah, line's good. Come on. Come on, hurry.
Shikowski,
Come on,
Daku,
very hard.
bring it down. No, they'll come up short.
It's all right.
Just had to get to it.
But that Yellowstone is surrounded. It's got reds left and front.
Come have a look. Have a look.
Updating the game between Manitoba and Team Canada. It's 4-1, Sandra Schmerler. Leading Lois Fowler and her Manitoba champions from the Brandon Curling Club. Final stone. Looking to blank, roll it. And it will hang around the 8-foot for one. They'll go to the fifth end break. Team Canada ahead 4-2, and they'll have the hammer when they start playing the sixth.
I think the wide in turn, Linda, is with the bumper weight. You could catch a corner and push it across onto the yellow.
It's not half bad.
For Saskatchewan?
Yeah, I think it's there. Almost like a pick, you know. So that's why that's why Cathy Floyd is probably leery about playing a guard.
Yeah.
If you can play the freeze where you're crossing the face, then you can actually make a play on it next, depending, of course, on what Saskatchewan does.
June Campbell.
Line's tight. Hurry, line. Hurry. We're okay for line. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, leave it high.
I'd play the run back or the pick. Run it right, run the red one back.
Can you see that?
That's what you can see.
Okay. Think you can give me hack weight? All you need is a piece of this.
Gonna pick this one right here.
You can almost throw a wall. I'm scared
Yeah,
if
wall.
we throw too much weight, we won't get any movement.
Try and drive that one right across there.
I'm scared if there's too much weight, we won't get movement.
Good point.
Okay?
So you want hack, right?
Hack's good, yeah.
Okay. It's your favorite.
Yeah, a little better. Yeah, hurry! Hard!
Trying to sneak it by that guard. Shikowski, Daku.
Hurry! Whoa,
Get it by.
Crash.
No crash.
Right over.
Not all bad. Not all bad. Boy, they got that violent or they shit a pistol.
Yeah.
Can you come in off just like this?
Yeah, that's the shot. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the shot.
Peeking into the game between British Columbia and Nova Scotia as they play the fifth. 2-1, BC leading. That's Sue Garvey from Kamloops playing the Yellowstones and line 2. You see 1 back 8, 1 top 8. Final stone, Mary Matitol from the Mayflower in Halifax.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa, whoa.
Trying for the double?
I think so. Looks like she can see enough of it.
Yes!
Don't touch it, says Angie Bryant. And
Man, so close.
she'll drive it by. It'll be a steal of 1 for British Columbia.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Don't you?
Now lead it 3-1.
Just put it to here.
Yeah. Just
The
enough to move
scenario,
back.
Linda,
I tell ya.
if Team Canada goes on to win, they're third. If BC goes on to win,
Okay, let's go
we
with
have
this.
1
I'll just throw a heavy
tiebreaker,
draw.
British Columbia
Roll off
against the
inside
winner
it.
of
Yeah.
this game.
That, yeah.
Huh?
You taught
Yeah,
me well.
Very
sure.
good.
Whatever feels good for that.
What do you think of just backline and rolling in off that? Do you like that ice for backline? Okay.
I think we can hold it up.
I think you
Yeah,
can
no
too.
tiebreaker if BC loses. And Canada wins, of course. Canada gets 3rd place, and the other game we're watching here will get 4th. 1 tiebreaker if BC wins. Canada gets that 3rd place, and BC would play the other teams. Gets complicated if Canada loses, and we're watching them at the moment win, but we would explain those other 2 situations, tiebreaker possibilities, if Team Canada does lose.
Cathy Floyd and her first.
That works.
It works very well, don't it?
Nice shot, Kathy.
I'll say it's a nice shot.
Now they can see the Yellowstones, but the way they're lined up, they would jam on the
Think so?
red one. And get the,
No, can't
the
see enough
one.
of that one.
But your shooter would just spill out.
That's not enough. I gotta get, like, I'd have to get, you know, across it to shoot it, or at least to it. If I take that, I'm not really doing anything. You
They're
know?
looking at tapping this one back like that, but
do too.
she's got the
Okay.
wide draw this way. That's all she's really got, I
I
think.
think I gotta go. That should be good, hey? It's gonna come a little bit at the end.
Well, that was a wonderful shot. In those 2 shots, Christy's last one and Cathy's first, we saw another big turnaround, a chance for Christy to make the little angle shot. Didn't work, and Cathy makes a terrific one.
Oh, no, it's just going back on ours. Like, it's really not gonna do us any good.
Okay.
Does that ice look okay?
It walks in here pretty good.
I was gonna say, that's almost looking
Yeah.
tight, isn't it? That's almost tight ice. I think that should be a little bit more.
Yeah. It walks over here.
4.5, eh?
First stone for the Saskatchewan skip, Cathy Trowell, in 5.
No, mine's good. Whoa.
She's talking 14 and a half. It's probably around 14. It may slide a little bit.
Yes! Whoa! Yes! Yes!
It's got the weight.
Whoa!
It really does walk.
Whoa!
Now, where will it stop?
Great shot.
Super shot by this Saskatchewan skip under the pressure of 2. New Brunswick stones sitting in the 4-foot.
That's a great shot. And you know, Vicky making such a super point. That's a lot of pressure, hometown crowd. You're struggling. You've just given up a 4-ender, Linda. All those combinations add to the situation. That's a great shot. That is nothing but a great shot. And good judgment, too, by the front end. The brushing, they were with it all the way.
Well, actually, a better time. Yeah, you know what? I find a better time is to the hog, hey? Because then you don't worry about. Yeah, because I find the hog to hog.
There's a lot of difference between after the hog and the house, it fudges so much.
Thanks.
Sit down, you guys, so be careful.
It did slow down a lot after it reached the hog line. That's what they're chatting about. You saw our number.
June Campbell turns around and compliments Cathy Trowell on the fine shot. Now it'll be up to Cathy Floyd to follow her down and just punch her back.
Lots of room, guys.
Lot of room.
She'll be happy just to sit on the face of this
Lot
one.
of room.
Yeah.
We don't have line. Yeah, you can
There
bring
it
it up
comes,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
Right up.
Yep, just bring it up to here.
Right
guys.
up.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it
Craning,
up.
Right up.
Arsenault.
Hurry.
Right up. Up.
Boy, a lot more room. Certainly not as tight.
Okay, Kath, that's good.
So she'll try and hold her to the one.
Cathy's got the tap on the other side for 2. Absolutely.
That look okay?
Yeah, there is a little tap there. Cathy can see it.
Just tap this one here, right into here.
The same weight over here, hey? Doesn't crank as hard here, hey? This side?
It moves in at the end quite a
Moves
bit.
in at the end. I wonder if I have enough ice.
All right, your thought then of the fact that
Yeah,
it doesn't move quite as much with this
I
in-turn?
wonder if I need a little bit more.
She's just worried as it comes into the 4-foot band, as she's approaching the house, it will actually curl. And maybe it's not enough ice.
She has to catch the outside corner.
Same weight here, right?
Yeah, perfect. Just for 9.
Quiet tap for 2 and a tie game through 5. Cathy Trowell.
Whoa, whoa. Just close, close. We can go again. Whoa, whoa, for 9. Got back for you. Whoa. Got back for you. Whoa. No, take it in. Take it in. Go for Wade.
Here it comes now.
Just didn't curl enough. Oh,
Get it
get
right.
good
She
shot.
did. You betcha
I
she
think
did.
so, yes.
Curl just enough.
Wonderful shot.
Within the last foot, it suddenly just reached out, tapped up for 2, and so we're all even.
Thanks.
All right, hi everybody. I'm Mike Toth. Welcome back to TSN tonight. Let's talk about some NHL hockey, specifically the New York Rangers. They have a new coach, and his game plan is simple. We've got to find a way to score more goals. That is John Muckler's plan, and he's a man who usually can follow that plan. He did some great things with the old Edmonton Oilers power plays in days gone by. Pick it up, Rangers and the Leafs, 2-1 New York. King to Modine, his second straight goal. Fast Freddie Modine is a scoring machine. The game even Steven at 2. Third period, the Rangers will come back. Gretzky to Sundstrom, the shot, the goal. And it was 3-2 for the Big Apple gang. Just over a minute after that, Alfie Samuelsson will fire one in front. LaFontaine takes it off the cup. And it goes into the net. And Pat's going to take it 4-2 for the Rangers. And John Muckler, yes, he does handshakes all around because he picks up the win. 5-2 the final. Should mention that Gretzky had a big night, 3 assists, and Sundstrom with a couple of goals. The Toronto Raptors lose. The Blue Jays also lose. The highlights coming up at 2 o'clock Eastern on the desk.
Home Hardware presents Close to Home, because at Home Hardware, help is close to home. Here's a look at tonight's feature. Stay tuned.
It's been part of this country for generations, on neighborhood streets from coast to coast, as Canadian as winter and hockey. Home Hardware, helping Canadians build their dreams. Look for these featured products. Moen single-lever kitchen and bathroom faucets, washerless and easy to install with a lifetime limited warranty. Sylvania indoor-outdoor halogen floodlights and compact flicker-free fluorescents with electronic instant on. Green Cross Roundup Total Vegetation Control, no soil residue, 1 liter, ready-to-use concentrated formula. Home Hardware, where help is close to home.
Growing up in Kingston, Ontario, New Jersey's Doug Gilmour had plenty of help in developing his hockey career.
I've got to just reflect back to my family.
Obviously, my mother was very supportive of everything we did, but my dad did a lot of coaching, and through the experience that he gained through my brother and coaching him through his minor hockey days, he had enough knowledge to set me in the right direction, so it's got to be him.
Another episode of Close to Home, brought to you by Home Hardware, where help is close to home.
Well, she made 2 terrific shots and full marks. She got 2 points.
Well, Linda, she really did make 2 great shots, didn't she? You know, you've just given up a 4-ender. It's been a very closed end, and you have to draw looking at this situation. I mean, it's unbelievable the shot she made here.
And she was worried about the ice, worried that maybe it wasn't enough. It would walk over, and it does walk, but the sweepers do a great job to get it by, and they put it right on the button, right on the hearts.
Sensational shot under pressure. You mentioned it, Vic. That's a lot of pressure on her there. And then she comes right back. Now, there isn't as much pressure on this one because you are lying shot, but this is a very difficult shot, very similar to the one she just threw. It stays straight for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, as it got to the top of the rings, I didn't think it was going to catch enough of it. But watch it just at the moment. This time here, it looks like it's going to slide by it or just graze it, but it just moves now and touches it in.
Perfect weight again.
To get the 2 and tie it 4-4 through 5. 4 games in this final draw. 1 is over. Ontario wins 9-1, so Anne Merklinger finishes 8-3. Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec, 3-8. Team Canada can clinch 3rd place with the win and currently leading as they play the 6th against Manitoba. That's our featured game. And British Columbia can force a tiebreaker if they beat Nova Scotia. And Sue Garvey from Kamloops is leading as they begin play in the 6th. What a game. The winner plays on, and oh, you know what the loser does here in Regina.
You could almost hit half drop.
Excuse me, think your disposable razor shaves as comfortably as his Gillette Sensor XL? Yeah, well, try Sensor XL. It'll change your mind. After one shave with Sensor XL, we bet you don't go back. Because only Sensor XL has protective microfins for extra comfort. Whoa. And self-adjusting blades for extra closeness. Disposables don't. And Sensor XL gives more shaves per blade than any disposable.
Excuse me.
Take the Sensor XL challenge. Bet you don't go back to disposables.
Hey, I want my Sensor XL back. Hey, hey!
Since 1982, Scott's Paper has been the proud sponsor of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
That's right, Gavin. Scott Towels has been there for the spills of victory.
And Scotties was there for the disappointments of defeat. Oh, that was a tough loss.
Here's Sandra Schmerler and the Scott product team practicing their winning form.
What great action! That Scott team really delivers.
That was great. As always, the Scott Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by this family of fine Scott Paper products.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
It started last Saturday with the first round-robin draw. Now on a Thursday night, the 17th and final is midway through and tied 4-4. Stay with us right after the game for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Super 8 Motels.
Clean is my business. So when I'm on the road, Super 8's my motel.
Clean carpets, clean seats, clean. Clean inside and out. Life's great at Super 8.
It was tied 4-4, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, as we look at the numbers after 5.
Well, you know, we can look at lots of numbers, and as we say, sometimes it's the important shots. Saskatchewan numbers all low, and sometimes, of course, they've had some big misses, but they've had some wonderful shots, especially those last 2 by the Saskatchewan skip. And the New Brunswick side on the right, numbers are pretty good, a little bit higher. Remember, June Campbell at 3rd is still curling 100%, so she's brought some numbers up of the other players. So it's been the timing of shots and the key player making those shots more than the overall shooting percentages so far that has told the story and gotten us to a 4-all tie.
Not an issue.
Yeah, there's no question that it's the right shot at the right time. But we have seen some wonderful shots in this game by both sides. I mean, Cathy Floyd's team, and in particular June Campbell, have just, you know, it's just curling up a storm. And those were two absolute pressure shots by Cathy Trowell. I mean, under her first one in particular.
Yes.
You don't make that one, and this game is a handshake.
That's right.
You know, I'm telling you.
Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up.
Jane Arsenault and her husband own Greenway Landscaping. Carrie Lynn works for the Royal Bank.
Whoa, whoa, off, 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 curl. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Yes.
Well, so far Saskatchewan has retained the hammer and used it well, getting their twos, although the last one, as we mentioned, was very difficult. This end is open. Obviously, New Brunswick waiting until they have a good opportunity to set up a multiple end.
Whoa. It's a little up, Kath. It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Jane Arsenault can't hold the shooter.
Okay, let's go.
Sharon works for the Saskatchewan Economic Development Office.
Take a look. Clean in. Clean it in. Top four. Good.
Just sneaking a peek at the game between Canada and Manitoba as they play the sixth. 4-2, Team Canada leading. And Sandra Schmerler ready for her final stone and has a hit for 4.
And probably we could throw away page 2 of the tiebreaker scenarios because they both involve the opportunity presented if Team Canada was to lose. It would make it seem like Team Canada was definitely going to win this game.
There it goes. The other stone will hang on as well. 4 for Team Canada here in 6. And they will finish 3rd. Manitoba has said that's enough. Make the final 8-2. Team Canada wins it. So Schmerler and Canada will finish at 7-4, clinching 3rd place. And now they'll await to see who they play. Manitoba and Lois Fowler out of Brandon will finish at 4-7.
That's too bad. That's the one thing you don't want to do. Obviously, Christie feels really bad about that. You don't want to give the 2 points back. You know, he made 2 great points, and
June Campbell, who works for the Bayview Credit Union.
Whoa, no, I guess not. Whoa, guys. Just
Even
here.
them up.
Just there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Shot, June.
Christy Lewis.
Very hard, very hard, very hard. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Okay.
Oh, back to back.
I'd rather freeze to one of ours. Do you like to tap on that? I like to freeze to it.
The split's okay.
What?
Kathy, what about just a freeze on one of ours?
Time out.
Time.
New Brunswick is calling time. Their first of two available. That's
Kathy. Can't hear a word you're saying down there.
If I just froze on the top of one of ours,
What's gonna, well, she's gonna play the double.
yeah, but see, if you bump it back, you might even set yourself up for a double or a triple. You know
Well,
what
you're not
I mean?
gonna set yourself up for a triple. I don't think.
Well, if you put it straight back, we'll be okay. But then you risk giving them something to draw into. I don't know.
One of the things you can't do, that you
if you
can't
just go
prevent
back-
everything, but I wouldn't be freezing to the face of the stone and putting them together. You'll leave, make the double easy. You can't stop everything.
But I just think you're just setting yourself
While
up
Cathy
for double.
and
It's just
I think we tap the
discuss what
shell
to do.
and
Let's
back over here. And if
sneak
you
over
split
to the
it,
game between Nova
that's
Scotia
fine.
and
She
British
makes the double, that's
Columbia.
fine. We'll still get our
This
two,
will be the
right?
final stone for Nova Scotia skip Mary Maditall, looking to play spoiler at 4 and 6 against British Columbian Sue Garvey, needing the win to force a tiebreaker. And she's throwing against a couple. She needs to hit and stick right here.
Clean.
Well, I really feel for Christy Lewis, and there's no point making a comment. You know, you have those days where all of a sudden you can't feel anything, and she threw the first one a little heavy and wide, and didn't want to do that the next time, so you turn it in. It's something we've all experienced, but when you're here in front of 7,300 hometown fans, and
you leave it out there, then she's got
it's a lot of pressure on a young lady. First time to the Scott Tournament of Hearts. She'd like to crawl into a hole and just disappear.
Got
But,
enough, guys. Whoa. Kathy. It's 4. Whoa, guys. Whoa.
So the decision here was
Whoa.
just to come down and tap this back, I believe.
We got it. Yep. Whoa, whoa, yeah, way over, Janie.
Right over.
It's perfect. She's got them spread out the best she can. She couldn't ask for it better.
Roll on top of this one.
Kathy's got to get a really
Okay.
good roll here. Hope for a jam.
Hey, Kath.
Well, if we can sit on top of that other one, you know, where can you get out of this?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay?
Find a way.
Yeah. I'm just going to give you control weight.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a straight line here.
You bet.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hurry.
first stone for the Saskatchewan skip here in the 6th of a 4-4 tie, and Saskatchewan in some trouble.
Right over. Okay.
Nothing. Sits right there.
So we give you a little more weight.
Spot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Just control.
It'll sit there. They can
Yeah.
go over there too.
Boy, it is straight, huh?
Yeah, it is. In the reading the ice segment, I talked about
See, like,
these
don't
two
go
middle
there,
sheets.
as long
They're
as
quite a bit different
clean,
from the two
like,
outside
as long
sheets.
as it's clean.
We saw lots of movement going down, though. Like when I say lots, 2.5, 3 feet
Yeah.
in those last couple ends where you saw those draws. But the minute on the middle sheets in particular, the minute you step your weight up at all, and that wasn't a big weight, that was just nice control weight.
Right.
But you step your weight up at all in the 4-foot path area, it runs very straight. You can see where she's holding the broom right in the center of the rock.
That's, I mean, I don't know if have we seen that this week that straight?
That's as straight as we've seen for sure.
Oh, no, curl. Not at all, guys. Never, never. Curl up, curl up, curl up.
And it does. All right, what do you do now if you're Trowell and you want to try and hold him or try and take it away from him?
I think you try the hit and roll.
That's a longer roll. And in fact, if you hit it...
This is the first one she
hit it
talked
too
about hitting
thin,
this one.
We're going over there,
Trying to
so then I'd
roll
have
over
to give you
here,
big weight.
sit in
This
this
is a
area
better
here.
one, I think. Don't you? So
More chance of making this one.
yeah. See that one, like the double, there is really skinny double there. And then roll on top of that.
Would there be a triple here?
Maybe we'd try that.
There's no skinny double this way.
No, this way. You hit that. So, you know, it's not going to get us anything because she's still sitting 1 and 2.
You have to eliminate 2 rocks. That's what I'm trying to do. But we have to try.
Yeah, I think that's just really, really thin, hey?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, but, you know, you risk that.
Well, it's there for
You
Kevin
think so?
Martin.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Play that if you want.
The double? Well, we can call timeout. Let's call timeout.
That's there first.
I mean, like, we can certainly try that. It's about quarter of that rock.
I'd rather just double it. That is like super hard double out. But I guess
Well, I think they both are. I was going to say it's both the same. Or is this the easiest, just hitting and rolling?
What?
Well, we got 2 things here. We got it like we can do this, which is almost like this too. Like
This is a shot. We don't get the double sitting right here. And
if
also get us the head against that.
or well, it's thin.
I think it's. I would go for the
You guys don't like this?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the other option. But I mean, like, there is a possible double there. And if not, I mean, as long as we sit here.
You possibly have that one then. Okay, if you think there's a double there is a double there.
Okay.
Okay?
What you're throwing cast, so whatever you think the higher percentage.
I'm gonna hit the back of that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Gotta get one. For sure. Okay.
It actually bends in at the end. Carrie Lynn's, we had some hits here, we noticed it. I'm gonna.
So looking at the double here, are they?
Throw, like,
Yeah, they're looking at double. She's got to throw up pretty solid.
But now the 2 stones she's trying to double off are center and right?
Yeah, that's right. The triple is there, too.
The triple's there then,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. Triple's definitely there.
Well, can't lose. We gotta get the top one. 3 doesn't kill us.
Normal.
4 is gonna be hard to take.
Wouldn't that bring the house down?
Well,
Final stone for Saskatchewan's Cathy Trowell. Got to get something. Don't give her 4. Catch a corner. And an out, and out, and an out. One more. And it'll be a draw for 3.
Yeah. Touched it. Yeah, couldn't touch it.
Line now, come on, girls.
So did the brushing pull that out?
In fairness to the brushers, I don't know if that made much difference. It ran very, very straight. She took a little extra ice She thought there'd be a little bit of movement with that turn, but we haven't seen any movement on any shots with weight in that 4-foot path. None at all. Just have to hit that a little bit thicker and with a little bit more weight, and you're going to get all three of them.
For three.
Two for sure. So.
Cathy Floyd.
She looks good, guys. Looks good. Whoa.
Anywhere in the paint. For three.
Good shot, Cathy.
Cathy Floyd in New Brunswick here in 6. And she'll throw it to the edge of the button. So Saskatchewan, 2 misses at third, a miss at skip, 3 misses, 3 points New Brunswick, and they're up 7-4.
We deliver great quality, time after time.
Same with Super 8.
Every room is comfortable. And roomy.
Super 8.
Super 8. Life's great at Super 8.
Hi.
Because you never know when you'll meet the girl of your dreams, you need long-lasting odor protection. Gillette Clear Antiperspirants help stop odor and wetness before they begin, and there's no white residue.
Thanks.
Gillette Clear Stick and Clear Gel. Long-lasting protection that keeps you ready for anything.
I think that an economic forecast is more than a number. It's how's the economy going to evolve and how that's going to impact you. Our forecast can really contribute to your retirement planning.
Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
Sandra Schmerler's win over Manitoba helps clear up the playoff picture. Team Canada will finish 3rd after an 8-2 win over Manitoba. Sandra Schmerler and special guest are with Linda.
Well, Vic, a very special guest, baby Sarah, very happy with Mom, and Mom, I think you're happy too.
Oh, I am. You know, I kind of struggled throughout the week, but came up with a good game today and made the deuces when we had a chance. That was the biggest thing throughout the week, is we had chance for deuces and I just didn't make them.
Sarah's going to say hi to me. You said, you know, obviously tired coming off the Olympics, and you had goals, and obviously one of them was to make the playoffs.
Exactly, and if someone would have said at the beginning of the week that we could have finished 3rd in this thing, I would have said, okay, we'll take that, especially after what we've been through. We're just ecstatic with how things have turned out, and we just hope we can play well tomorrow.
And you don't know who you're going to play, but obviously you have to wait through this draw. It could clear up very quickly. Any thoughts on any of the teams out there?
Well, it doesn't really matter. We've played all of them. We lost to BC, so we'd like another crack at them. But all the teams are going to be tough when you play that sudden death game, and we've had some experience at that, so hopefully that'll work in our favor.
You certainly have had some experience, and I know that the teams watching thought, well, maybe they're not going to be here this week, but although it's been up and down, you've had some terrific games. The one tonight, for example.
Well, exactly. You know, it was a fairly wide open game, but, you know, a couple of those shots, if we miss those deuces, then it's not. And it was nice to be able to capitalize on the deuces when the team gave me the chance to.
We'll have a good rest and take little baby Sarah home, and we look forward to watching tomorrow.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Vic?
Every baby must look at a microphone and think it's a rattle. I think every baby wants to grab the microphone. 7-4, New Brunswick leading after 3 and 6. And mistakes cost Saskatchewan dearly.
No, no, no. girl, girl, girl. Actually, that's not bad.
Nothing that a 2 wouldn't fix up. Get 2 points back.
No. And that's you and Linda pointed out before, so as a skip, you have to turn around sometimes, look at the scoreboard and say it's not desperate yet. Let's just take one end at a time here. Allison Franey, who is in her 3rd year of business at the University of New Brunswick.
Real hard. Right up. Hard, hard, hard. Okay, good sleeping, guys.
Okay, good shot.
This end, though, has a familiar look to it. Wasn't it the second that New Brunswick was piling up all those yellows, and then Saskatchewan got their deuce? Linda, was that it? Was it the second?
Was actually when June made that lovely double. It was fairly open, I think, with an open miss.
No, I'm thinking of, sorry.
No, it's fine.
They piled up all the yellows and got it turned around after the jam.
That's all right. I don't think you could have got it with the
Sorry?
You're expecting us to think back that many ends, Vic. But we've seen Roxon play, and we know both of these teams can generate points. Full credit to New Brunswick for making some great shots, and unfortunately some for Saskatchewan, I'll get it out. Some open misses have really cost them, but there's still time to get back in this game.
Hurry!
Allison Franey.
Whoa! Yeah! Right up! Hard, hard, hard!
Squeeze it out and avoid the jam. Very nice. And you know what? They've been solid. Lead through skip.
Other than that one open miss, and that was the second end. I don't remember an open miss for sure.
She came up late in one guard.
That was it?
I think that's all
That's
I
it.
can
Yeah,
remember.
it's been a very solid performance.
Oh, better than solid.
No, no. How's line? Line's good. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
There's a good looking shot here. All you need is the 2 back, Linda. You don't have to panic. Great shot.
Very nice.
That's a great footing shot. That's the kind of shot that can turn you around.
By Karen Daku.
That's the call. Right there. Run off the front one.
Yep! Yep. Hurry! Yeah!
June Campbell.
Way off.
Very nice. And Vic, you are right. I was thinking back. The first end was an open miss and a double. Second end was the collection of stones with the miss by Cathy Floyd when she jammed. So, yeah, you're definitely right. You are the very smart one tonight. Gold star to you.
Thank you, teacher.
Two's great. Two's great.
I was still worrying about baby Sarah wanting my job. She had that microphone and she was not going to let go.
On this
She
side.
was so cute.
You can't come. We can't come across it. Okay. Straight here, then. Less than yours. Line's good. Wait only. Wait only. Whoa. Yep. Need it. Okay.
Christy Lewis.
Whoa for line. No. Whoa. Whoa. No. Whoa for line. No. 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 No line here. No. 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 Okay. That's good.
It's in a pretty good spot. There's a possibility of a couple of jams.
Just on the corner, Kat. Yeah. Even up a bit's okay.
Well, if they hit it about where the broom is, it's fine. So this must be very straight.
June Campbell seems to have made everything asked of her.
Yep, that's it.
Now there's that jam.
That didn't work.
I got rid of the one, though. That's really the best they could do.
Think you can do that again? The other thing is just this.
Which one?
You want that? Just split it.
Like the corner, do you like to split the rings? Split the forefoot?
I didn't mind her first call.
I didn't either, actually, and Christy had made it very nicely the first time. But this is fine, as long as she gets it a corner tuck. They're forcing New Brunswick to go after it.
Right up. Right up.
So make sure you don't set up a double here,
Right
that's
up.
all.
Come on. Come on. Right up. Push. Come on.
Tchaikovsky, Daku, and about 6,000 others here, the Agridome. Can't get it there.
What's wrong with nosing it?
Well, I was going to say hit and roll. Second shot if you need it.
What will nose do for us, so won't leave us number
Nose
one?
is going to leave this rock sitting here.
There's no way I can get that out. I can't throw enough weight.
Yeah, you could peel it, Kathy. You can peel it. You just catch it right here. And you know what? If you miss it and catch this one, that's okay too. What do you think?
Okay.
Just throw normal.
Yeah.
You just need to pinch it.
Yeah.
Can she squeeze it out of there?
She just picks
Well, I
the
think we can
corner
get
of
it
it.
out of there. Getting it on the outside, yeah. Yeah.
They talked about trying to dead jam it and sit in front of it, but I guess they're worried about where the red one might bounce.
Cathy Floyd in the first skip stone here in 7, leading 7-4.
No, it's close. Whoa. Yep.
And Pickett. Nice shot, Cathy Floyd.
Well, it's one of those nights. They're right on.
Good job.
The interesting thing, Linda, is if they'd played the first shot that
I usually can't make
Cathy
those.
Trowell called, the same shot that Christy had
Went to
played with her
hiding
first
in
one,
school.
and Christy had come up a little bit short, that shot would not have been there.
That's right.
Thanks. No trouble. She's got lots to do.
Okay, just top 4. Yeah.
Now remember, there was an end where it was looking almost this bad, and Cathy Trowell came up with 2 big shots for 2 points.
It almost looks like too much ice.
The 5th end.
Got that too, but you don't want to rack. Almost got there, and I'd back 4.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like I had back 4,
Yeah.
no sweep.
Drawing in behind that center.
That's right.
Cathy Trowell. She has the hammer. Saskatchewan trailing by 3.
Line's good, yes! Yes! Hurry for line! Hurry! Hurry for line! Hurry hard! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Just not enough weight. Just not enough ice, I should say. The weight was pretty close.
That way was close, eh?
Because even if you're here, Kathy,
That's even better. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Leave her that hole again, or
Yeah.
you want to come through that hole?
Yeah. No, Lynn, let's try for this, but if you're up a bit, that's okay.
Okay.
If it's looking good, Cathy, we'll bring it to the 4 foot.
Yeah.
But we'll go for here.
Right about here, I think. We're going to be leaving her a draw on one side or the other.
That's fine.
Where do you think we should be going through? Do you think we should be going through that hole that she tried to go through?
Oh, no, because she's going to play the hip and roll off that.
Yeah, so which would you rather have her do? This is good.
Yeah, I like this.
If the line's there, we'll bury it, but 8 foot's fine, okay?
We'll not take any risks. She can have her line.
Now she makes this, puts a top 8 footer even just short of the rings. Cathy will have a tough draw the other way.
Room, guys.
Got room.
Okay, bring it up, it's looking good.
Not too deep. Not too deep.
Whoa, 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 then. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, you guys.
Whoa.
By?
Back.
By lots.
Back.
Go back, Jenny.
All the way back. Back 8.
That was a little misjudgment there.
All right, Kath, I didn't know it was a
Probably come the same way it just came. Or do you want to take this way?
You just threw it too, but I do like.
Yeah, we got more. Yeah, we got more room for error here. Just need 4 foot. Okay.
Looking at 4, 5 for possibly 5, but 4 for sure.
It's a do or die, guys.
As Ray said, her weight last time looked pretty good. It was line that she had a problem with. She's got lots of room to come in this way.
Same weight over here?
She actually could
Just
have played
open that a little
the quiet
bit.
hit on the back one too. Quiet hit. She's trying.
Final stone, you're down by 3.
That's the
You're
way.
facing 4 with your last one.
Need backing or up.
She says,
No.
this is for the game. Girls,
She's thrown to backing, and it's got to curl to get there.
Cathy Trowell in Saskatchewan. Tap it back, and will it be shot stone?
Yes.
It is. Wow. 1. And by that much.
One point at a time is fine.
1 point at a time. Saskatchewan gets 1 here. They're down by 2. Hey, Floyd's feeling pretty good.
So he thinks he saved some money. Well, next time I'm calling Allied. Oh, geez.
Thank you, Canada, for making Allied the biggest and best in the country.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. Labatt Blue.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Since 1982, Scott's Paper has been the proud sponsor of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
That's right, Gavin. Scott Towels has been there for the spills of victory.
And Scotties was there for the disappointments of defeat. Oh, that was a tough loss.
Here's Sandra Schmerler and the Scott product team practicing their winning form.
Love?
What great action! That Scott team really delivers.
That was great. As always, the Scott Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by this family of fine Scott paper products.
Next. Another case of boredom twitch syndrome.
Nothing relieves boredom twitch syndrome like Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of movies, sports, and entertainment. All with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Honey, our favorite movie! Oh, thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Let's update the game between Nova Scotia and British Columbia. And this is the final stone for Sue Garvey and her BC team from Kamloops as they play 7. And now hit, and you start to count them up. Now there's 1 for sure on the button, 2, 3 at the back, 4 possibly. You check the biters around the edge. And how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for BC. And 8-2 over Nova Scotia. Linda Ray, it would look like we are, unless Nova Scotia can come back in the last 3, we are heading to a tiebreaker on Friday morning here in Regina. Ontario's a winner. We know that Ann Merklinger will finish 2nd and will face Alberta in the 1-2 game. Team Canada has locked up 3rd place and will await the winner of the tiebreak. I'm speaking, I know, a little early, but it looks this game's certainly not over. But with BC leading by 6 with 3 to go, BC, a win would force a tiebreaker against the winner of this game, Saskatchewan or New Brunswick. And if there is, you'll see it Friday morning at 10 Eastern here on TSN.
You're way out, way over. Forward, Allison. All the way over, all the way over. Shot. Good shot, Jane.
It's interesting that Cathy's playing this hit, and I think that I would just go around the center guard, and if you ever happen to roll out here, she runs off the front eye.
She has to feel fortunate she's within 2. She made some lovely shots and made the point last end. I definitely would come around or throw up another guard, but be aggressive. She's trying for the roll. Nice shot. Just won't roll quite far enough.
Control.
Allison Franey as we play 2nd stones here in 8. New Brunswick with the hammer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. All right.
I think you freeze to the face of this right here now.
Pretty good numbers from the front ends, but a lot has happened with the thirds and skips in this game.
Lead. Wait's nice. Yep. Yes. Freeze. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Whoa. 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 Anything? Yep. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Okay. That's good.
Peek in at the game between Nova Scotia and British Columbia. We showed you the 5 for Sue Garvey from Kamloops to lead 8-2, playing the 8, Mary Madito. And her team from the Mayflower in Halifax with a record of 4-6 coming into this final draw. Her final stone and facing 2.
Mary had a few things going, but Sue Garvey just made a double. So there went the end as far as trying to get more than 1. She's trying to just draw or tap to get her single.
And she's going to come up light, and that's it. And so we'll have a tiebreaker.
Good luck in the tiebreakers. Thanks a lot. Good luck in the tiebreakers.
British Columbia and Sue Garvey. What a day it's been for them. 9-2 the final. And they're on to a tiebreaker out of Kamloops, BC.
Excellent. Hi, everybody. Kamloops. Hi, Cathy. Hi,
So Alberta's clinched, Ontario is second, Team Canada third, and British Columbia will play the winner of this game between New Brunswick and Saskatchewan in a tiebreaker to see who finishes fourth. And that tiebreaker will come your way at 10 Eastern time Friday morning. What a day it's been for Garvey. You know what, and you go back to that game against Saskatchewan, the win that maybe she was obviously a little fortunate to get, and look where she is now.
Okay, that's good.
As I said, you never know what's going to happen on the last day of round robin play. And I had all those scenarios worked out, and then all of a sudden it's very clear.
Well, here are the numbers I want to see. Look at this.
Unbelievable. 100%.
What a wonderful game she had. June Campbell. We're into the 8th, and she's at 100%.
And as I said, they're not easy shots. I mean, sometimes we say, oh, well, she's made nice draws, nice hits. She's made doubles. She's made hits and flops. She's made everything she was asked to make.
Well, you can steal here, too. Just kind of get these rolls.
Yeah, we get one of these, we'll be okay.
Oh, we were darn close, yeah. Okay. It's going to give you control at this, so be really, really close.
Yeah. Weight's good?
Nope.
Control?
Close? Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yes! Hurry! 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 Hurry hard! Hurry, 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 hurry! Hurry hard! Whoa. I was scared of that. They decide to go, they go.
And it ends up back 8.
Yeah, right where it's at. On the nose, guys. On the nose.
They need a miss. They need a chance to try it, come around. They need a rollout. They need something to happen.
Control will hold up, eh?
It's a very different way to try and steal a point.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
She hasn't been very aggressive at all, so.
She was looking for the perfect roll, I guess.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, right off. Whoa. Right off, right off. Whoa, whoa. Good shot,
Get up.
Cathy. Good one. We had to hang around.
Then that would be 8-5.
Later.
2 in the 9th, and is that okay with you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's safer.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're planning on putting it right on the pot, right buried.
Actually, this turn's going fine. Okay. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
And once again, the
Okay, guys, we need this
crowd
roll.
comes alive at the Agridome for the hometown skip. Cathy Trowell and her final stone. New Brunswick has the hammer here in 8 and up by 2.
If we give up 2, the game's over.
Yeah, let's get this roll.
Marco on the left. Schakowsky on the right, looking for the roll. And it'll roll out the other side. Sit back edge of the 8.
We just can't get him. Boy, we just can't get him.
So a nice position for New Brunswick if they can get this blank.
I like the blanket.
Hold the hammer for 9.
This won't go anywhere, I don't think.
Yep. Hurry.
Final stone. And right out of the hand. Now they'll back off Franny and Arsenault.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right, Kath.
Can't blank. So she'll take 1. New Brunswick up by 3, leading 8-5 Saskatchewan. We'll now talk about their strategy. What to do in 9 and 10.
June wanted to take 1 anyway, so. I mean, she didn't mind.
It doesn't mind. I didn't mind.
All right, welcome back to TSN Tonight, everybody. I'm Mike Toth. We'll get you back to curling in just a second, but right now we want to update you on some of the action in the NHL, specifically the New York Rangers taking on the Maple Leafs. Big night for Big John. John Muckler making his debut as the Rangers' new coach. Second period, pick it up 2-1 New York. Jared King to Modine. Fast Freddie Modine, the scoring machine, his second goal of the game, and the game is even Steven at 2 apiece. In the third, though, the Rangers come back. Gretzky to Sundstrom. That is going to work. The shot, the goal, and it was 3-2 for the Big Apple gang. Just over a minute after that, Alfie is going to shoot the puck. Ulf Samuelsson off Pat LaFontaine, off his cup, in fact. The ultimate example of taking 1 for the team. He's going to take that. Muckler will take this. A victory. His first as a Ranger coach in his first game. 5-2 the final score. Should mention a Wayne Gretzky picking up 3 assists and Sundstrom chipping in with a couple of goals. Elsewhere on the Toronto sports scene, they were very busy. The Blue Jays lost 3-1 to Minnesota, their first exhibition game, and the Raptors lose in San Antonio. The details coming up on the desk at 11 Pacific.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by White Swan. Quality runs in our family.
Here at the Agridome. And this 17th and final round-robin draw of the 98 Scott Tournament of Hearts. And the Canadian Curling Association wishes to acknowledge the importance of local sponsorship to curling teams across Canada throughout the curling season. We are very pleased to provide some deserving profile to their corporate supporters. New Brunswick threw the first one through. Corner went up. Now they tried the tick, missed it. And Saskatchewan with the hammer and down by 3, playing 9, has something to work with.
Now they tried the tick, and you try it with full weight when you're up to 3 points. You don't want anything around. It didn't quite work. Saskatchewan needing 3 is going to put up the second guard.
Thought I put a little more on there, guys. Careful. It's not moving. Careful. Whoa. No, leave it high, leave it high. It's good.
And now they can peel.
Peel her off.
Wow, she's really brought her numbers up. Look at that.
Yep. Hurry! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Are we on the nose?
Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
right on the nose. Now, you got to get back into it, Linda. Ray, where are you going to go? You got the 2.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick the guard you can get around. Sometimes you go around the longer one first because you have more than one around it. You can go a little deep. If they hit the front, you can go in front of it.
Okay, line's good. Lots of room. Lots of room.
Lots of weight.
Not a brush to it.
Fine.
It's okay if it stops deep. That's not a problem.
That's good.
And it does stop back 8.
Deeper the better in this
Any of it
situation.
at all?
Why's that?
Then you can get some rocks in behind
Either
there.
one.
And if she plays down to it,
Normal.
you're coming to it again. And
okay.
You need a multiple score here. She played the last hand very defensively for a team down 2, but you heard her talk, and she decided to try and get 2 this end and then steal in the 10th.
Hard! Hard, 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 hard. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, let it go a little bit. Just a little bit.
Around the next one. And they certainly know these spots. We saw some good come-arounds earlier.
Line's good. Yes, for line. Hurry for line. Room. 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 Room.
How's our line?
Line's good. Line's
It's a good
ready to
shot.
start.
Terrific shot.
That's how you get 3. Great shot by Karen.
June Camp.
Yep, lit off,
Wow.
Cathy. Whoa, whoa.
She slipped.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Good shot. Okay.
Yeah, she's right. Roll it out of there. Get it out of the rings. That's the best thing that could happen. Now you can duck it behind the corner or freeze to the face of the one behind the button.
Okay, I didn't see it go anywhere. Well, we can either put another one here, or we could go over here.
That's back T. It's back T though.
The only problem this is back. Okay.
Crowd's trying to help
Yeah,
her.
that's right.
Okay, if she makes a freeze, it's your fault.
Good for you.
Like your
Yeah,
attitude.
that's
Huh?
good. She's made some great shots. I think she's being a little too defensive for a team that was down 2 or 3, but that's a good karma.
Line's good. Wait only. Whoa. 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 Fight. 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 Yeah.
And it will. Boy, there was 7,900, and I would think pretty close to everyone. All being skipped and all saying stop if they're pulling for Saskatchewan. A record attendance, largest ever for women's curling in our country. 7,907 on hand here for the final draw at the Agridome in Regina. Congratulations to the organizing committee.
That's good. Good. Yeah, I got it.
Play the same shot again.
Yeah, it's a little tighter ice.
Now, earlier, Ray, we had seen that it was hard to get around these guards. It's just that much further over.
The 12-foot's been hard to get to all week, Linda.
Okay, line's good, line's good.
Behind the 8-foot's been, you can get them there. You just can't get them behind the.
That's right.
You need T-line or better.
Just needed to break a little bit into the frost a bit.
Not burying.
Want to get it back behind. Don't leave her hit and roll in any fashion.
So here, back here.
Back as far as it'll go.
Tchaikovsky.
Back as far as it'll go.
And they will. Back edge of the 8.
That's a nice shot.
Saskatchewan trying to set up their 2 here in 9 to pull within 1.
Cathy Floyd's quite prepared to give away the deuce here. So maybe what you do when she hits this, no matter what, unless she hits and sticks there, then you can freeze to the face of it. If she hits and rolls away, then you might duck right around the center one to the face of your own stone in the button and go for your 3.
That's a good chance still. Good positioning, these rocks.
I don't think it matters what, unless she hits, then you can freeze to it. Then it would be a good shot.
Hard!
Whoa! Ah. Okay, Kat.
Now you can freeze to it.
All right, Kat.
Or you duck
Well,
right
I
in.
still don't think this is bad. She does that, she peels that off, we put another one here, and we get 3.
Okay. But if you end up anywhere out here, just and we have problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you do make the perfect freeze on the other one, then and Cathy Floyd goes around, she can negate the end by freezing to the face of the shot rock. It's a good thinking process.
No, I like the call.
You got to get.
Do you like this turn to get there?
Yeah, because that's how you got that
You
one
know,
there.
we can get 3 this way.
Absolutely.
We can get 3 this way. The freeze over here.
Hang out to get a double.
Kathy Floyd's
We know the line.
parents, Thelma
What do you
Gordon,
think, Kara?
watching their daughter, hoping to see her get into a tiebreaker with BC Friday morning.
I don't think there's anything
I
wrong
kind
with
of,
this
I
call.
kind of like
this
the
one?
freeze over there just
Okay.
because it makes her next shot
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's
This has to be the freeze. No, we'll freeze on that yellow one.
I think maybe you should go down, Kathy, and talk about it.
Okay, just on the edge of the 4-foot.
It's not
On
wrong.
the edge of the 4-foot.
It's not wrong at all, except that if you make the perfect freeze, Cathy Floyd may play the in-turn, come around to the face of your stone, and she may end up shot rock.
Yeah, she'll have no choice. You'll force her into it, actually.
Another timeout's been called.
Yeah.
That's the second by Saskatchewan.
I think that's a good idea.
Either one's fine, right?
I don't know. You know, I'm trying to get 3 out of this. If we freeze here,
You're trying to get
right,
3, then you go around.
she's gonna come in there. So we're asking for a miss anyway. To get a miss, yeah. Do you want to use that one? Put it here, and she'll play the freeze. Hopefully she sits here and we just hit her out.
What if she makes it come around to the face of yours, Cathy?
No, she won't.
I can do either. Like there is a hit roll.
Either one's fine as long as we make it.
Yeah, we can
We
bury
know
one
where,
right here.
we know where the line is, right? What do you think, Chris? This one? Okay, let's go.
You like that?
original. Yeah, let's go.
See, because this, she can pop this and roll like that, is what she'll do.
See, she still has the hit and roll, but it'll only give her.
As long as we're buried. Okay, where was I?
Well, the crowd wants her to pay this one.
Well, this is the right shot, I think.
Is that enough? That's not enough. We racked there before.
Like the shot too, Linda?
Yeah, I do.
From this side.
It's not a situation where they don't know how to get there. They know the ice. They can do it.
Remember, we came in and just took the guard.
She's had very good draw weight.
This is good, Kat.
Yeah, I think this is
I
good.
think this is better.
I think there's way too much talking when she's in the hack. You know, I mean,
Okay, the ice
she
is
came
the
down to
same.
play this. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Cathy Trowell and her first here in 9.
Whoa for line. Got to cut. Got to cut.
Make the shot.
No
Might
line.
get 3 out of it, she thinks.
Should break now.
Here it goes.
It should break.
Now Zhukowski, Daku.
Right to the face of
And
it.
7,900 others trying to drag it up as far as they can. Get it up there, drag it in. Tough
Great
ball.
shot.
Beautiful.
The right call and the great shot. See, the problem, Vic, with going to the outside one, if you freeze to the back one, then Cathy Floyd plays that shot.
Cathy Floyd would have no choice.
Yeah, forced
You'd
into it.
force
Well, I
her
mean,
into it.
Of course.
And as I was mentioning, if you were afraid you were going to hang it out and leave a double, you wouldn't play it. But look at this, great movement, perfect weight.
You know it breaks, too. You've seen about 6 shots down there. It's a lovely shot. She's made some great shots in this game. Look at it go now. Whoa.
To give herself at least a chance.
She might have put that freeze on. She might have popped it. Either way, like she had, you know, we put that freeze there, and she can hit and roll over.
I don't think so. Well,
Cathy went down the ice to play the run back.
I like the run.
You can draw in here too.
yeah, that's what we're looking at.
If we go there,
Hold her to 2, Cathy's thinking.
I mean, this is like a free 3. That run back.
Well, no, it's straight up there. It doesn't move, so it's an easy.
Which is
hit,
going to
but-
make it harder for her to get
Well,
her 3.
I think if you pull in here, Kath, anywhere, freeze is okay. If you get by and sit right here, that's okay.
Okay, we threw
Mind
down
would be
here.
great.
That would be very nice.
Never mind.
If
Okay.
you could do it.
Not really. No. So anywhere in here, Kath.
Where did we take the ice before on this when we come up to here, remember?
Yeah,
So we got to get around that one to here.
Whatever you're feeling like throwing.
I got my draw weight.
Yeah, well, throw it, Kath.
So where's she going with this?
She's trying to come right around
That's
the
too
top
much
red
ice,
one if
though.
she can, but
Tighten it up,
at
Jill.
least close down the 4-foot. Cut off
Choke it
the
off,
draw.
right?
Yeah.
Choke it off and hold her to 2. Final stone for New Brunswick. Saskatchewan has the hammer. Here in 9. The winner to play BC in the tie break Friday morning.
Line's good.
Guys, line
Lot of room.
good. Let it leave it alone if
Lot
you
of
can.
room.
Whoa, if you can.
Lot of room. Close.
We have no line.
Close. Whoa, whoa.
Last thing she wants to do
Whoa.
is bounce out into the
Sit,
open.
Cathy.
Or will she even sit in time? No, she'll slip behind. Slip to back 8, and so now it's a draw for 3. And a tie game for Saskatchewan. And listen to the crowd at the Agridome.
Yeah, last time I threw here, I threw a little heavy.
Yeah. You know the weight. Just in
She
your
could play
kit.
the same draw she just played, too. And
Yeah,
you just drew, all you have to do is just touch the 4-foot.
That's right. She's got.
There's nothing wrong with
there's
this
nothing
turn,
wrong with
but
this.
just that you just threw that. You know exactly the ice and you know exactly the weight. So it's a.
This Joyce Trowler, she was apparently watched now. needs 4
Got
for
a
a
little
tie.
backing this way.
Whatever you think. It's
Game
all yours.
belongs to Shikowski. Daku. Now they back off. She need that backing. Has got to move if she's going to use it. She needs the backing. Have a look. Stop in time. Oh, and it rolled too far. She had a chance for a tie game. Thelma and Gordon will watch their daughter take the hammer home
Spot
and
is really
leading by
yeah,
1.
That spot's really slick. That spot's really slick. Okay, guard up. I should.
Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. We got them small, we got them round, we got them big, we got them long. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For full-range cars and heavy trucks, bring on imports and you will find. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For quality, we have the line for top performance every time.
UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Superior parts for every type of range you know is built just right. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts.
Available at Auto Pro and UAP Napa member installers.
Started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
Introducing 8 hours of fever relief. New Children's Advil.
A tough cold isn't just up here. Your sinuses are congested too. That's why there's Advil Cold and Sinus for congestion. It's tough on colds like Advil is on pain. And now it's available without a prescription.
Advil Cold and Sinus, today's relief for tough colds.
Feel the cottony softness.
That was a big miss by Saskatchewan's Cathy Trowell. Draw heavy. So instead of tied without, she comes home down by 1. New Brunswick leading 8-7 and also has the hammer. First guard is up by the lead, Carrie Lynn Shikowski. Now it's Jane Arsenault.
Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Lynn and I both were a little surprised. She just didn't play the same shot she played with her first one. I mean, the other draw was there too, but
Good try.
when you just draw to the button with one turn and you know the ice perfectly and you just thrown it once and you got your own rocks to face or your own rock to come to, so I think I would have been tempted. I mean, it's, just second guessing. It's easy to do that, of course, but sometimes when you go to the new shot, you're thinking, wow, there's a little backing, and I'm sure I'll be up. And he also heard the team talk about that's the slickest spot on the ice, and obviously it was because it slid a long way. And the big thing that surprised me on it, it never broke at all. I thought it would break a little bit and she would get the back one, but that was really hard luck.
Yep. Get it by the other one.
But they have the guard up. The tick was not made.
Yeah, come on further. Split them up, split them up, split them up.
So 2 centerline guards to work with. And cleanup time
Normal,
now
Jane.
for Floyd.
Yeah, that's good.
Jane Arsenault.
Whoa. Good shot.
Okay, good enough.
That's fine.
Moved it to the edge of the 8, and now a miss. Would be considered a miss or a half miss? Is that?
Well, it really did the job that it moved it off the center area.
Line's good, it's tight.
It's a very straight spot.
Yes, for line. Oh, room
Karen
now.
Daku.
Room now. Room. Lots of room. Lots of room. Lots of room.
That sure never curled, did it?
No, it is a straight spot. We've seen it a few times. The other spot, I think, curls a little more. The other turn.
The out turn down there curls a little more for sure.
No, let's take the toss.
That doesn't finish real good for them to get around here. You want to play the guard? We can.
I'd like to, Cathy.
Well, she's got a point. She's
She
talking
might
about
put a
hitting the
better
one in the
back
house.
on.
Pardon me?
She'll probably put a better one back on.
We'd like to play the toss, if that's all right.
Pretty democratic team.
Yeah. It's not wrong. Cathy's point was she's not sure they can get around the guard, at least not the way they were trying.
Normal. Whoa. Never.
Allison Franey.
Never, never. Close. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Good shot.
Good one.
Now remember what Cathy said. They have an opportunity now to put a better guard on it through
We'll
the
play this
second
turn.
stone of Karen Daku.
It's over curling.
The secret is to watch how this one works, and then
Just
you'll
to the
know.
center.
Over curling,
Whoa,
you say?
it's over curling. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's fine. It's
How
on
are
the
we
center
now,
line.
Whoa, whoa, just on its own, on its own. Good.
Better?
Well, the nice thing for Cathy Trowell is that she got to look at that turn a bit.
That turn okay? Or do you want to go that way? Let's play it this way.
Normal?
Whoa. Whoa.
Got to get to center line. No.
Okay, take it, Kath. Okay, Allison.
Well, it wasn't looking too bad for New Brunswick. Remember, they are up 1 with the hammer, but that's a big miss.
I'd love to come this way. Then if we're here, we're not setting up a double. If we stick out here, we got a double.
Okay, let's go. Bet.
The pressure of a 10th end.
Top eight, top eight. Here it comes. Top eight, just over line. Whoa, whoa. No, lots of line. Close. Where are we? Whoa, then, whoa. Here it
T
comes.
says the front end.
Top board only. Come on. Hurry. Yeah, come on.
It's a nice shot by Christie.
Who's responded to the pressure to bite the button T line. And a smile for one of the few times in this game.
Yeah, she's wanted to crawl into the a hole a couple of times, but that's a very nice shot by Christie.
Yeah, remember, that's the 2 in there. Those are the winning points, not just tying.
This New Brunswick team has played so well.
Yep.
June Campbell.
Hard. Hurry. All the way up. Hard. All the way up hard.
Hard. That's good. Atta girl.
Whoa.
British Columbia has won Sue Garvey, and so they will play the winner of this game in a tiebreaker to determine fourth place, and you'll see it Friday morning at
Okay,
10
let
a.m.
it work.
Eastern
Get it.
Time here on TSN.
Okay,
BC,
yeah,
and either Saskatchewan or New Brunswick.
Hurry! Come on!
Trying to put it back. Listen to all the brushers in the Agridome. Joining Daku and Shikowski. Little more. Oh, they couldn't drag it over the center line.
Just need a little bit more weight. It's wide open now.
Yeah, definitely tighter. It would have been probably at least close to covering the back ones.
Yeah, you just had to get them half covered, and it's a tough shot.
Whoa. No. No, never, Jane. Not at all.
June Campbell.
Okay.
And has one of them.
So that's a break for Cathy Trowell because it's, you know, the double was definitely there, Linda. Now it's an in-turn draw, top of the forefoot.
She's had a wonderful game. June Campbell has done her part in getting New Brunswick to this 1-point lead. Skip Stones here in Tampa.
Top 8! Gotta go at the end. Lots of room. Line's great. Gotta go at the end. Room, lots of room. Lots of room. Let it go.
Yeah, she got it well out there. It
Here
should
it
come
goes,
now.
here it goes. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Well by that guard. Now how big will the finish be? Dragging it as far as they can. Top 8.
No, we had to wait for it. Yeah, there was no line.
What you've got.
I think we hit nose right there. Make her come
Well,
this
if you
way.
can, Kath, you know what? If you throw control here,
Yeah.
you might be able to clip it as you
That's
go
right.
by.
Play it tight.
Yeah.
Control.
Control.
Straight back, get them both.
It would have to curl a bit by the guard. That's
Yeah,
the point they're making. It's not quite available at the moment.
Say just with control, wait. Even if we nose it, that's not half bad, eh?
Yeah, if you get a little
So we
action
can
by
bump
the
it
guard,
on
you
our
can maybe
last
get them both. The big thing to do here is to hit it, even if you miss the back one, to leave the shooter there, because you can always tap it up. If you don't want, what you don't want to do is hit and roll out here.
Exactly.
Cathy Floyd, she has the hammer, she has the lead. Here's her first.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Arsenault,
Not at
Franny,
all.
back off.
Whoa.
Curl up, right on the face. She's got to have it on the
Roll
nose,
it the other way. Roll it the other way. 'Cause it's not
and she'll drive it by.
We can work with that.
We put a guard up there, and this one's good enough. Gotta hurry up, I got 1 minute. What do you think? Can I put another one in? Okay.
Right into the top forefoot is the right shot.
And they've had their timeouts, remember. We talked about the guard, but they're going with putting in the one right in the forefoot area.
You guys okay with this? Yeah.
And there you see the time remaining, 1:35 for Saskatchewan, so they do have plenty of time. Again, Linda, the
Goes
rule
right at the
is
end.
the stone has to be where by the time?
Has to reach the tee line.
By the time
it goes to 0.
Okay, so lots of time. And where does she go with this one now?
Just coming right in, top 4.
Cathy Floyd figures she's got something to work with, maybe a tap up of that stone she just threw. Top 8, says the front end. Final stone for Cathy Floyd, for Cathy Trowell. Boy, they brushed it.
Wow.
Didn't brush it very much.
No, I don't think so. I think she kind of rushed down there.
And now it'll stop. Back edge.
Just too strong, that's all.
Back 8. And now do you play down to it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. You know, it's sometimes the time clock's ticking, and she ran down, and the adrenaline's pumping, and just a little bit too much weight.
Well, that's really too bad. Hey?
Yeah. Kind of swept it the whole way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just nerves.
Yeah.
We're just
Well, they kind of thought it was only top 8.
Same as it's always been, eh?
Cathy Floyd. And a date with BC in the tiebreaker Friday morning.
Okay, no room!
That's
Did she pitch it out?
hanging out.
Did she pitch it out? Did she pitch it out? Hits by. Now will it roll off? There it goes! It was never truer. For every winner, there has to be a loser.
Reach down deep and see what you can find. I gotta get my...
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Since 1982, Scott Paper has been the proud sponsor of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
That's right, Gavin. Scott Towels has been there for the spills of victory.
And Scotties was there for the disappointments of defeat. Oh, that was a tough loss.
Here's Sandra Schmerler and the Scott product team practicing their winning form.
What great action! That Scott team really delivers.
That was great. As always, the Scott Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by this family of fine Scott Paper products.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment.
Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Hey! It's the Ottawa game! Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road. Well, the girl I love, I stole her from a friend. He got lucky, stole her back again. She heard he had a Ford truck. Lord, she's crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road. Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
For the last 2 years, Canada's best-selling trucks have been Ford trucks.
Now it's time for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Super 8 Motels.
Well, your heart has to break for this team because they put on a great performance. Yes, you're going to be happy for Saskatchewan, and all the people here are happy. But this New Brunswick team played absolutely fabulous the whole game. It comes down to an out-turn draw. She has to bite the forefoot. She has a little bit of backing. She set it back a little bit, and it started to slide. It got in a run, and it slid, 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 and it stopped by a tear.
A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for the training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN. And Super 8 motels with over 1,600 locations throughout North America. Life's great at Super 8. So the round robin is complete. 17 rounds. And Alberta finishes first at 10-1, 2 games clear of Ontario. Borst ahead of Berklinger. Sandra Schmerler defending champion at 7-4, leaving British Columbia and Saskatchewan at 6-5. And then New Brunswick suffering the crucial loss to finish 5-6, along with Yukon Northwest Territories on through all the rest. Quebec at 3-8. So we know Alberta finishes first, Ontario second, Canada third, and BC will play Saskatchewan to determine fourth place. And we'll have that game for you, the tie-break game. Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Cathy Floyd. Your heart goes out to her. And Saskatchewan gets to play another day.